What's happening, everybody? We in here. Appreciate you guys tapping in with us on this Sunday. As you guys know, you're in the Raider War Room. We hit you guys on Wednesdays and Sundays. Sunday it is, man. We have a little bit of fun. We got some things to talk about. Some things that are not necessarily Raider related. Obviously, we had the pros go against Team USA flag football team, and the results were pretty interesting. We're going to kind of break down some of those results, get your guys' take on whether or not you think these NFL pros can actually mess with some of these guys that, hey, they do it for a living, damn near. And so we're going to definitely take a look at the results, kind of how that went down. We're going to get your thoughts on it as well. But we're also going to take a look at some D-line prospects. There's obviously a need at the interior defensive line. A lot of people think we need to go out and get a nose guard, given the fact that we just switched to a 3-4. I do think, personally, this is one of the more deeper interior D-line classes that we've seen in a while. And so we're going to go over some of the guys that are top of the list, the Lee Hunters, right? A lot of people like him, but there's some sleepers. There's some guys that you can still address in day 3 if we try to prioritize other position needs. Day 1, maybe day 2. And so we're going to take a look at some of those prospects, kind of get your guys' take on them and see what your guys' thoughts are. We're going to give you some of their weaknesses, but we're going to take a look at some of their highlights and just kind of throw some names out there. So we definitely appreciate everybody rocking with us. Do us a favor, double tap that screen. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. Got the Severe Raider on that side. Chris won't be with us, so after this, definitely go check out our guy Chris, Protect Show Podcast. Take a look at his channel as well. Show him some love. Hit that sub button for him. But if you guys do want to get included in the chat, we do a sub-only chat, so hit that sub button if you can. So before I get to the chat, gotta say what's up to my guy. What's going on, Severe? How was the weekend? How was everything going on?
And the weekend was long and it was hot as hell, man. I was out in my son had a track meet out in Riverside, man. AKA
it's hot too.
Yeah, man, AKA hell. It was just hell out there, man. It was hot as all get out, man. It's out there all day. If anybody has like kids or like any family members, you ever been to like a track meet? It's an all day affair. It is an all day affair. So it was ridiculous, man. But he did well. His team did well. So it was a productive day. But man, hot.
I'm telling you, so I had a bunch of stuff going on over the last month and a half, right? And so my youngest brother, not my youngest, my middle brother. I got 2 brothers and a sister. I'm oldest of 4. My middle brother had his first kid just recently, so definitely wanted to go check that out. Right, another cousin, another nephew in the family. But kids are just getting off of spring break. There was a bunch of stuff going on just the last month or so, month and a half, and so the yard work kind of slipped a little bit. So I spent the last 2 days doing yard work, and of course, sure as shit here in the Las Vegas area, it decided to be the hottest it's been in history for the springtime. Yeah. And so the last 2 days, I've been out there doing some goddamn yard work in 95, 96 degree weather. Yeah, it's been a long one. It's been a long one.
Good. Hey, man, gotta keep that yard clear, man, for them scorpions.
Okay. So shout out to everybody. Yeah, right before I went on a little vacation, that was actually one of the things, right? Went on vacation too, so I couldn't get the yard work. About 20 minutes before about to pack up, get in the car and take off, I get stung by a goddamn scorpion. It's funny, Severe? I'd show it to you, but it's down the lower limbs. I'm out there, I'm pulling a bunch of weeds, and so I'm actually I'm throwing some weed killer out there in the yard, and sure as shit, I'm like, what the fuck? I feel something on the back of my leg. A goddamn bee stung me. Right at the back of my back. What the hell's going on? I've been living here in the Vegas area for damn near 6 years. I've never got a scorpion, never got a spider, never got nothing. Yeah. And just in the last couple of weeks, it's a scorpion sting and a fucking bee gets me. God damn it.
It's an all-out assault, man. They've been plotting. They've been plotting for 6 years how to get you, man.
Exactly. That fucking pissed me off, man. But hey, I was like, hey, I'm gonna get this done. The yard's clean. Everything is good. Easter's next weekend. Not this coming weekend, but next weekend. I got a bunch of family coming in town. So at least I'm good. At least I'm good. Goddamn insects out there. But shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate everybody pulling through again. Do us a favor. Double tap that screen. We're going to go over some of the flag football news. Again, not a whole lot Raider related. But we are going to break down some D-line prospects at the back half of the show. We appreciate it. But we might have a little bit of fun and we might do a whole build your own flag football team. And I found a little something we might bring it up and have a little bit of fun with it. So, but before we get started, Severe, hey, I let Chris do the honors last week. If you want to hit up the chat, say what's up to people rolling through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's start off. We got Where's the Flag in here? Salute to you, brother. Got my guy Brent Blood. Holla to you. Yeah, the international man of mystery, man. Shout out to you. John Fallon in the building. Who's that? B Bear Raiders. Salute to you. Moon over Miami. We got the captain. Maduro's revenge, man. You guys got it done. Venezuela won the game, man. Salute to you.
Shout out
Dre, my guy Dre. Hey, Dre, look, we need another one, man. We need another Willie Lampkin, man. If you can find us one, send them our way. MG's Raiders, what's up? What's up to you? And of course, last but not least, Big John. Big John in the building. 805 is the new Big John.
That's true. No lies detected at this point. Yeah, Dre. Hey, Dre, we're looking forward to it, man. You got to find that sleeper again. We got to enjoy it. And we got to find it early, because I'll tell you right now, if we get another Willie Lampkin and we just all of us together, we're like, hey, this is the guy. We might need to reach out real quick and see if we can maybe get him off the show.
Facts.
That's maybe what we did wrong last year, was we didn't try to just get Willie Lampkin one time on the show and be like, hey, man, we're pulling for you to where that's like.
Still.
Exactly. Still, because I think he's still just sitting on practice squads, man. I'm telling you, like, not saying he'd be a starter, but man, just to have that rotational piece, and a guy that showed just like at 5'9", I think he was 5'10", the way that he worked, I'm like, damn. You know? Where's the flag? Didn't Lampkin get traded already? He went to the Rams, the Eagles.
Yes, I mean, look, two successful franchises. Yeah, the Rams tried to like slip them through by on waivers, and the Eagles claimed them. And like it's usually a move that teams don't claim. I forgot how the Rams did it, but they did it in such a way that usually teams don't claim those guys, because it's like kind of an unwritten rule, code of ethics type deal. And the Eagles still claimed them anyway, and the Rams were pissed. Like, they were hot, because like I said, like the Eagles shouldn't have did it. It's like a code of honor thing. Like, you don't do it. And the Eagles, they wanted them badly enough on their team that they still claimed them anyway. So, hey, look, two of the best franchises in the league wanted them that bad on their team.
They did. And that's one of as the draft comes up, and we're going to talk about it as the draft comes up, that's one of the ways that, for myself, how can I look at the prospects that I liked and that I was pulling for, and even if we don't draft them, the question is how good was my evaluation? How spot on was I? And one of the things that I kind of point to is, does a really good organization kind of take that guy on? Does a good organization bring that guy in? And again, that's not saying that what my evaluation was right, but it's just saying, okay, at least there's some merit there to say, at least I was on the right track. When you have organizations that have a good track history as it relates to the prospects they bring in, okay, maybe I was on the right track. Maybe that's why the Raiders haven't brought in the guys that I like for the last goddamn 20 years, but that's neither here nor there.
Man, look, our chat hit on two of that. Our chat hit on Willie, and our chat hit on Teddy Buchanan. So that's at least for sure two guys right there. Teddy Buchanan. I think Teddy Buchanan was like one of the all-rookie teams or something like that. So, yeah.
Linebacker from Cal, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to be getting to some mock drafts. Look, I think next Sunday, a week from today, is going to be our first chat mock draft. I'm sorry. No, I think it'll be Wednesday. I think Wednesday we're going to start doing some chat mock drafts, so definitely tap in for that. And then I think next Sunday is going to be our first Raider War Room mock draft. All three of us will do our own mock drafts. Shout out, get ready. We're going to see just kind of, and maybe, we are going to let you guys grade it. We're going to let the chat grade our drafts, because at least for me, that'll give me a good indication on who knows what the hell they're talking about. The grade they give me, but we're going to have fun with it. So definitely tap in. Wednesdays, we'll do chat mock drafts, and Sundays, we're going to do our Raider War Room mock draft. All three of us will do one. But before we get into the first segment, shout out to everybody. If you guys are going to be in Pittsburgh, let us know. Pittsburgh draft. The plan is right now is that all three of us are going to be there, myself, Severe, as well as Chris. That's the plan right now. So definitely hit us up on social media if you're going to be there. Would love to put some names to faces. I know not everybody can kind of get to the Vegas area to get to a game or what have you. And so us kind of going that way, if you're going to be around, it'd be cool shit to be able to put a name to face. So definitely hit us up. But also if you're going to be in Southern California, Bakersfield area on May 16th. It's the Raider Nation summer kickoff. Both myself and Severe, we're planning on being there. And so definitely tap in, hit us up, let us know if you're going to be there. It's definitely a great way after free agency, after the draft, to really kick off the summer and get this football season started. Everybody can kind of talk their own shit about what goes down with that draft. And so definitely hit us up if you're going to be in the area. Let's see. Dre really had grown man strength. He did, man. Yeah, and you have to have grown man strength when you're 5'9", 5'10", bro, and you doing work as a guard. You gotta have that grown man strength for sure. Larry in the building. What's going on, man? Chris is on a mission for the Michigan man, pulling data about the Buckeyes for his Wolverines. Yeah. Hey, Chris is doing his own homework, man. Shout out to
March Madness.
Yeah. Dre, y'all must remember low man wins every time when it's the offensive line. Yeah. And Willie Lamb had no problem with that. No problem with that.
At all.
Yo, what's going on? Appreciate you. Where's the flag? My Willie Lampkin is the Iowa boys, but they've blown up. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially Dunker. That guy.
Dunker. Hey, Dunker, I'm telling you, like, I'm blanking on the center's name, but Dunker, man, actually, to be honest with you, for me, I like Bo Stevens over Dunker a little bit.
Dunker,
and it's not just, there's obviously going to be a transition for Jennings Dunker to go from tackle to guard.
Yeah.
But with Bo Stevens playing it and has been playing it, obviously, I don't know how long he's been playing and how long of a starter he is, but obviously the starter last year, and I just think he looks damn good. And so you just have that asterisk, that question mark. Can Jennings Dunker transfer well to the guard position? But then you got Bo Stevens that just proved all season well. So I kind of have him over Jennings Dunker a little bit, but I think there's two very good prospects. Myra in the building, Pittsburgh, here we come. It's going to be fun. If we trade back, I've said it on Jeff's live too many times. If we trade back, Pittsburgh ain't going to be ready for me. I'm already prepared. I already got my hydration sticks and everything. I'm preparing for the drinks that are going to flow in Pittsburgh. Whether we pick them or not, it's going to flow. So we're going to be all right. Mike Lopez, first round Mendoza. All right, you're already getting into it. Second round, trade down Rodriguez. Third, Ione. I don't know who that is. Third round, wide receiver. I don't know who that is. I'll definitely take a look. You got Ramsey, the free safety out of USC. Washington, the running back.
Washington Jr. That's the running back from which color, right? It's Arkansas?
Yeah, was that Washington State, I think? The kid that blew away the 40?
I think that, Mike Washington. I think it's I thought it was Arkansas. I think it's Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Arkansas. Then you got Harris D tackle. Which one's that? I'm blanking on which one that is. But you got Davis cornerback in the 5th and Carmoni offensive line. Okay, all right, we'll check out some names, man. But we're gonna break down some D tackle prospects at the later half of this show. Myra just found out Jeezy and Meyer performing at that. Man, Maya, I haven't heard the Maya name in a while.
Not me either. I think
she was one. She was one back then.
Man, was she ever?
She was one back in the day. Let's see. All right, here we go. Yeah, where's all right? Logan Jones. Yep, appreciate that, big dog. Big John, did I ever tell you guys my bulldog's name? No, you did not.
Is it Pete Carroll? Is it Pete?
Probably. Yeah, moving with Miami. Appreciate you. Yes.
Jacoby Lane, the wide receiver out of SC.
Is that who he's talking about?
Yeah, that's what it was. The wide receiver.
Lane,
Wide receiver is Jacoby Lane.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, Jacoby Lane. Yeah, he looks good. I'm not gonna lie. That wouldn't be too bad. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Let's see, what do we got? Hold on, we got one. Severe's hat reminds me of the upside down cake, and I've never had an upside down cake. Is that the LV or
Now this is the LA one. It's just regular LA. But yeah, they do have an LV one. I think Jeff wears it. Where is it? I've been seeing Jeff with it on. I've seen Nate with it on too, with the LV one. I don't have one of those.
Oh no, Big John, you have said it. And my boy's name is Raider. My girl's name is Raven. I think I have.
Oh man, are they beefing right now? Do they get along still?
Exactly. Let's see. Mike Lopez, Xavier Harris, doctor from Ole Miss. Okay, 6'8".
I gotta check him out.
Where
you at, Larry? You said you gotta get back to the States. Where you at?
Yeah, where is he at, man? Shout out to Larry, man. He was one of my early giveaway winners way back in the day, man. Shout out to Larry. So, okay, cool. Appreciate everybody rocking with us. Double tap that screen. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Let's get to the first topic. All right, guys, if you guys want to get included in the chat, hit the sub button. We're going to go and share the screen real quick. We're going to talk a little off topic, but not a whole lot to talk about. If you guys can't see it, Team USA, which is the flag football team. All right, no pros. They don't have any professional NFL players on the team. They're literally a pro flag football team. Team USA beats Wildcats and Founders in Fanatics Flag Football Classic. I'll go to the next one. Basically, you got Micah Parsons, basically Team USA giving us belt. I guess they'll be in the Olympics. Apparently, the Founders, we're going to go over the teams here in just a second, but the Founders are getting the ass handed to them by halftime, 8-43, which is wild. First thing I want to know, chat, has anybody played flag football? Has anybody played flag football? Again, just rec league or just a local, league around you. Let me know if you guys have played flag football. And then we're going to go to the teams. All right. So you got the Founders. The Founders team was led by Tom Brady and Jalen Hurts. You had Ashton Genty, Elvin Kamara, Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Winfield. You had Devonta Smith, Stephon Diggs, Von Miller, Damar Hamlin, Patrick Peterson, then Terrence Crawford, which was the boxer. Okay, so that's Team Founders, which ended up getting their ass handed to them. And then you had Team Wildcats. Team Wildcats, you had Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Kyle Juszczyk, Odell Beckham Jr., Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins, Derwin James, Luke Kuechly, Jalen Ramsey, Logan Paul. I show speed. Again, 2 celebrity guys. So again, let me know, guys, if you guys have played flag football before. 5-on-5, they have a bunch of different types of flag football. You got 5-on-5. Sometimes you can find a 6-on-6 league. They also do 8-on-8 full contact football, where it's still flag, but you also you have a tackle version, but you also have flag where you actually have 3 down linemen and you actually have a pass rush and stuff like that. And so, chat, let me know. So before we get to the chat, all right, let me know who has the better team. All right, I kind of wrapped off some of the teams. Let me know who has the better team. Let's see, Dre, I think you said, they have different rules in their flag football game. There are different rules, and you got to understand the rules. That's the biggest thing. Mike Lopez, you said yes. You have Big John, the draft is April 23rd.
Yep, 23rd.
5th. 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Thursday through Friday.
Yeah.
But MGs, you're saying in high school football during PE. Okay, hey, wherever you can get your flag football in. Larry, you're saying, I gotten down with some flag football. All right, let's go. What up, Darren? What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping up in here. All right, so again, I'm gonna rip off the teams. Okay, so you got Founders: Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, Ashton Genty, Alvin Kamara, Rob Gronkowski, Antoine Winfield Jr., Devonta Smith, Stephon Diggs, Von Miller, Damar Hamlin, Patrick Peterson. Okay, that's team 1. Team 2, Jane Daniels, which I think based on that, think I might know where Smear goes with that. Joe Burrow, Saquon Barkley, Kyle Juszczyk, Odell Beckham Jr., Devonta Ems, DeAndre Hopkins, Derwin James, Luke Kuechly, Jalen Ramsey, Logan Paul. I show speed. So I'll do my best. I'm going to kind of go back and forth. If you guys can see it, hopefully you guys can read it. I might try to zoom in a little bit for you guys. I'll kind of go back and forth so you guys can see them. But let me know who you think has the better flag football team. So just for reference, I mean, I played, and if my guy, LA Raider, that usually comes in here, the guy that I tell you guys, he played in my high school. He was a year older than I was, so he knows kind of what I did in high school. But he actually I played 4 seasons of flag football in the off season, 4 of just regular 5-on-5, but then I played 2 full tackle 8-on-8 for 2 seasons, just messing around, having fun. And Severe, I know you in the LA area, and there was a league back in the day called Top Gun Flag Football. I don't know if you heard. Yeah. Okay. So I played for the Ventura County Top Gun Flag Football section, or I forget what they call it, chapter, whatever. Yeah,
chapter.
And we actually won the championship 3 out of 4 seasons. And we played, I forget who it was. We always played at least. There's this one team that we played out of the LA area that would always beat us. I got pissed off. I think they called themselves the Renegades. I think it was. We would win our championship in Ventura County. We just could not beat that team. And I mean, we would lose by 1 possession. It would be
a dogfight.
Oh my God, man, it would piss me off. And I just did it on the off season because it was an off season thing.
Yeah.
And the amount of times that I was like, fuck, I got to play again. I got to get that goddamn team. So
did you guys ever get them?
Never got them.
Never got them.
3 out of 4 years in Ventura County, and all 3 years we would face that one team, and we never got them. In every single matchup, we would lose by 1 possession, one score. It would end up being like 38 to 36 and 40 to 36, like shit like that. Oh my God.
You guys were the Buffalo Bills of flag football.
because we would play, that was the championship for the winners of the Southern California section, and then it would be the state championship between the team that won the Northern championship. And we could not get past that goddamn LA team. So hey, you played flag football?
I didn't play flag football. I didn't play in league. I played it like with friends and stuff, but no, I didn't play in any league or anything like that.
So, it was Top Gun Flag Football. And I don't know if they still have the stats up, because I knew they used to keep live stats for Top Gun Flag Football, and it was all the chapters they keep live stats. I gotta look it up. Maybe I'll try to look it up.
That'd be dope.
I was an emergency quarterback when I played, but I was actually the starting quarterback when in that flag football. And so I played defense and kind of claimed to fame. And again, my guy LA Raider, if he ever pops in, you guys can ask him. All 4 seasons led the league in interception, which was man. I had fun. But when you look at the teams, like, flag football is very, very, very different.
Very different.
You look at the teams, you got Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, right? Quarterback wise. And on the other side, you got Jaden Daniels, Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, Jaden Daniels is the closest thing to a flag football quarterback that you would want.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
He actually came up playing flag football.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So that's why, you can kind of tell some of the stuff he was doing out there. He kind of understood the game a little bit better than some of the other guys.
Yeah,
exactly. Jason down.
So, and the perfect point to that right there was, Jason, when you're back in high school, and spring is all 7-on-7, right? That's when you get guys from other sports. You'll get the track guys that are fast as all hell, and they come over and they play 7-on-7, and they actually do pretty good because you can't jam them on the line. You can't be physical when they cross your face, in mesh concepts and stuff. But the moment they think, oh man, I'm doing some work a little bit in flag football, or no, I'm sorry, not flag, 7-on-7. And then they get broken back down to earth when pads get put on. They never come back to practice.
Yeah,
that's the track guys. They can play football, and that's what flag football is, right? The flag football guys, I think they can go play tackle just because they're wearing a flag.
Yeah, different.
Come to Jesus moment gonna happen real quick.
Exactly.
I love being in high school and middle linebacker. That was my number one objective, was the fast, quick guys that kind of beat you a little bit in 7-on-7. My little goal was to get them over the middle one time, and then even if it's a cheap shot or not. So, shout out to you, Jason.
Never come back. Never come back.
Exactly. But I'm telling you, if you took one pro quarterback to be a good flag football quarterback, there's only one guy that comes to mind. It is Kyler Murray.
Oh my God.
Kyler Murray would be the perfect flag football quarterback.
Perfect.
Because he's quick.
Yes.
What you need is someone that's quick, that's fast. That could literally just, because the way that they take the snap, they're already like damn near 7 yards off the ball. And so if you can get one guy that is just quick and fast, and he's got the arm strength to throw it all over the field, and if they blitz, sometimes in some leagues you can take off and run.
Yeah. Perfect
flag football.
Yeah. And then he's short, so his flag is lower. Like, that makes a difference. Yep. So you gotta grab his flag, because those guys like how they, one of the things they do to dodge you grabbing their flag, they'll turn. You see them they do the move where they turn their hips, or they dip their hips down. Like, he's already low to the ground, so if he dips down, you're already reaching, so he can get real low. He'd be a lot to deal with as a flag football quarterback.
And he's quick as shit. So even if you try to rush him, good luck. Like, you gotta rush him under control, because he could take off on you. He's quick as all hell. You miss one time, bro, he's gonna separate from you real quick. And so, I in my opinion, like, how the hell Kyler Murray wasn't part of this? That doesn't make any sense to me. Kyler Murray and Jaden Daniels are probably the closest thing to flag football quarterbacks. And that was kind of, I'll be real with you, like, that was a little bit of my downfall in flag football. Like, I am quick, I can be quick, I can be fast, but I'm not that quick.
Yeah.
Or, like, I understood just kind of how to evade you, and I can do it, but it's not like that. Like, the guy that we played against in LA in the championship every single goddamn time, he was quick as all hell. So it sucked trying to chase his ass down. What up, Mark? What's going on, man? What up, Jeff? What's happening, man? Appreciate you rocking with us.
Oh my God.
Let's see. All right.
So my guy Larry. You Mexico? Okay. All right. For sure. I know a few people that planned on moving out there. They were getting houses built out there for like cheap, like $50,000. Nice, like huge houses, and retiring out there.
All right, so then look, that's their quarterback again. We're going to talk a little bit about this because they were getting their ass handed to us. I'm telling you right now, I just don't think in any world where if you take the best NFL players and go put them in flag football, they don't stand a chance against these guys that have played flag football at a top level. They don't stand a chance, unfortunately, because it's different. The play call is different.
Yeah.
I mean, our playbook for flag football was completely different.
Yeah.
Than any type of like concept you would put in, in regular football. And so if you take a look at even the receivers, right? And so you got Founders? Because look, Tom Brady, the best pro quarterback to ever play.
Yeah.
Probably the worst flag football quarterback you can put on the field. Be real. I mean, because he's slow. He's not going to be able to evade contact too much. Like, he's got he's got a slow release. It's not like the fastest. You need a quarterback that can kind of flick that thing out there and it's just, he's probably the worst flag football quarterback you can put on. And it showed. They got their ass handed to him.
Yeah.
But if you take a look at the skilled positions on both sides, right? So you got the Founders team, Ashton Genty, which I'll tell you right now, let's look at the running backs, right? They had Ashton Genty on one side and Saquon Barkley on the other with flag football.
Exactly. Look.
Who else would you put? But what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. Like just looking at this team, like the Founders team, like other teams is way better in my opinion. Because you like as you said, Tom Brady, he's not an ideal flag football quarterback. You know, Jaden, you got Jaden out there. Even Joe, right? Joe he got a little more quickness to him than a lot of people give him credit for. And he can throw it all over the yard. You got a guy like Alvin Kamara. He's not like the quickest guy or fast guy anymore. Alvin Kamara and Ashton Genty are both guys with incredible balance, incredible contact balance. They'll break some tackles. You know, obviously they can both catch some passes, so that's something you can utilize. But think about quickness and speed, like that's not their game. So it's like I would much rather have like Saquon out there, you know, and even Cal Juszczyk. That's not the best, but Saquon himself, like that's the perfect guy right there. Incredibly fast and can catch the ball as well.
Yeah, Saquon is closer to it. I'm with you. I think the perfect running back. If you could take any running back in the NFL, and I got someone in mind.
Bijan.
So that would definitely be one. I have another guy in mind.
Jameer?
No, I think James Cook.
Oh, James Cook. I can see that.
I think James Cook could be like a perfect. He's quick. He's fast. Like Bijan would be a really good one too. I'm with you. Like I think Bijan could be a damn good one. Who else did you say?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs. Because that is kind of like Saquon-esque a little bit.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs. So chat, let us know. Who do you think could be a perfect flag football guy? Again, we're just talking about this a little bit, non-Raiders related. We're going to break down some game film. Coach John, but in the building, UFL starts Friday, and y'all talking about flag football. Coach, you take it easy and you enjoy the show. God damn it. You enjoy the goddamn show.
Coach don't watch no UFL.
I'm about to say, who actually watches UFL? I'm actually going to start betting on UFL just so I get more interested. I do want to support it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I do too.
Support UFL just because I think it's great to have another avenue for these players to kind of go to, and I think that's what just football needs is just another avenue for these players. But Coach, I know you watch it. Okay, I know you watch it, but I don't know.
I don't know. Coach is opposed to anything that's not Raider related. So him watching the UFL, I find that hard to believe.
I would be curious if Tommy Eichenberg got traded or got
Tommy Eichenberg will be there. He'll be in here in a year or two. Yeah, he'll be in the UFL in a year or two. Coach will be able to watch him all he wants.
That's why Coach is paying close attention.
He prepping. He getting ready.
That's why Coach is paying close attention. Making sure his boy goes to the right spot in the UFL. Goddamn, oh man.
Man, that's true. This is true. Your boy from yeah, he will be. He'd be a problem.
Be a good flag
problem. Yeah. He don't even play. That's what I'm saying. He might have to.
Oh man. Coach, we're just pissing you off today. I apologize, Coach. Until the next comment.
Coach's gonna call on Thursday, target stuff. I'll see you on Thursday, Coach.
That call-in show's gonna be wild. I'll tap him for that. But look, when you talk about flag football, even when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, you know what I'm saying? Like you got guys like Derwin James. Derwin James isn't necessarily the great. I don't see him as a good flag football defender. You need someone that is like pure slot corner guys. You know what I'm saying? You need guys that are quick as hell. If you can get a guy that's 6 foot or so, okay, great. But in flag football, you need guys that are quick, guys that can lock up man to man, that can travel across the field. Slot corners are literally probably some of the best. Like, take away Nate Hobbs' injury history, maybe he can go play some flag football and not get injured.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Those are like the perfect types of defenders. And so if you go down, you look. We'll talk about receivers. I'm flipping over the defenders for a second. But like Luke Kuechly, you don't stand a chance. Like don't bring linebackers into flag football.
Exactly.
It just doesn't work.
Of all the linebackers, he's the one that could do it though, because the way he played, the way he played. Him or Brian Urlacher too. Brian Urlacher too. I think that's another guy that like old school Brian Urlacher.
But like what's so easy is that if you find a Luke Kuechly, and I'm gonna just basically, depending on what you're running, I can motion around, get you locked up one-on-one with Luke Kuechly off of one of my fastest guys. And it's just like fucking just drag routes all day long.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
It's a nightmare. Yeah,
that's all you do. I mean, literally one of our beaters, our man beaters, was literally just one receiver to the one side. You got two on the other side with the center, and you just cross them. That's all you do. And you just straight natural kicks all across the field. And I just looked. I just saw who lost their leverage, and that was it. And so, like, you look at like the Derwin Jameses. That's not too great defensively. Let's go back to the other squad. Like Von Miller.
Why is Von Miller out there?
Patrick Peterson's too old.
Yeah, exactly. Young Patrick Peterson can do it.
Yeah.
Like, what's DeMar Hamlin out there? That's just out there for a name. It's just for attention.
Exactly. So I'm not even like, when you look at this team versus what a true flag football team looks like, it's no comparison. Like, I knew these guys were going to get the ass handed to them, and given the fact that, like Severe, you're saying earlier, like it takes a real skill set to be able to pull the flag, but also it takes a real skill set to how to just kind of evade defenders not getting your flag pulled. So again, I don't know if this tournament means that Team USA is now going to represent the U.S. in the Olympics. I don't know if this was like kind of a lead up to it, or if this was just kind of like an offshoot.
I think it was like I think it was like an exhibition type deal.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was an exhibition.
Like, I didn't pay close enough attention to really know exactly what this meant, because they have some celebrities, Terrence Crawford, they have Ice Show Speed and Logan Paul. Like, okay, so maybe it was a little bit of an exhibition, but at the end of the day, I think there's only select players. I mean, shit. Let's look at receivers. What receivers would be good in flag football? You got
Jack
Shamir
Besh.
was just kind of going out there.
Jack Besh.
You know who'd be nasty? Jordan Addison.
Oh yeah.
Because Jordan Addison is quick as all hell. You got like young Tyreek.
Young Tyreek would be he'd be a monster. He'd be a monster.
Because you all guys like the human joystick back in the day.
Dante Hall. Oh my God, Dante Hall is.
Those are the prototypical like flag football guys. If you can get that, bro, you're done.
So, yeah, he'd be a problem. I think who's some guys that are like just super fast.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna do this. I'll switch over to here, and I'm gonna go through some receivers real quick, and then we're gonna break down. We're gonna get into some real football talk. Don't worry. I know flag football. I know Big John. I'm already pissing you off.
Yeah.
Flag football's boring. I get it. We're gonna get over to some stuff. Dre, you got the crossers. Hey, crossers are nasty.
Oh yeah. Old school Jacoby Ford. Desmond Howard. Yeah, Desmond. Howard would have been a problem. James Jett. How fast he is. I can see that.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna look at just some of the top receivers, and we're gonna go through and just.
I think Amon-Ra. I think Amon-Ra will be a problem.
He could be a problem. He's got guys like Puka. He's so possession type, and he doesn't get a lot of separation. Diligent for fun. Zay Flowers. That's a good one. Yeah. Like, it's all about the gadget guys. That's really what it is. You can get the quick, fast guys.
Oh, Rashid Shaheed.
Oh yeah, Rashid Shaheed. Yeah. Pillaging again. Wandale Robinson. That could be a good one. Oh yeah,
that'd be a good one too. That's a good one too.
Let's see. Jackson. Let's see. You got Chris Olave. Wandale Robinson there. Yeah, Zay Flowers could be nasty.
Yeah, I think Zay Flowers would be nasty.
Let's see. Like what's tough though is a Justin Jefferson. He could be good, but I don't like. You could pick the. I just don't know if Justin Jefferson would be on the field.
Yeah.
Pick the best prototypical, like perfect for flag football.
Yeah.
I'd take I'd take a Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Like a Jefferson. Just in flag football.
Yeah.
Clifton Harris. There's two guys now. It's this Clifton Harris guy and another. I forget who the other one was. Something Mike, Seattle Mike or something that keeps trying to throw out fake news with the trades. God damn it! I see you out there.
Oh yeah, it was another. I know you're talking who the other guy. I can't remember his name. But he got me with one the other day. I can't remember.
Yeah, he tried to get me with I forget what it was. I was doing my solo live randomly. He tried to get me with one. It was like a Devontae Adams trade. Like he tried to get me with.
It was on Rundowns Live. He tried to get Rundown. I forgot who it was though.
Ooh, Soldier for fun. See, you're getting it. I like it.
Devon A-Chain, yeah.
He'd be nasty.
He'd be crazy.
Big John. See, Michael Crabtree. He's just not. I don't know if he'd be just. He just doesn't have the quickness. He's too type receiver.
Yeah.
I think that'd be tough. Yeah, B. John would be nasty.
That would be nasty.
If you could have that one,
I like Devontae. I like Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith is cool.
Yeah, Devontae Smith would be nice. He wouldn't be too bad. But it's always good to have that one guy that, again, your goal line. You got that one receiver that's like 6'5".
Yeah.
You just moss everybody. That's your goal line play. Just throw them up. Just give me that 50-50 ball guy. So I'm curious who'd be the best 50-50 ball guy in the NFL.
Oh, right now. I mean, 50-50
right
guy.
Now. Chad, who would be the best 50-50 ball guy in the NFL? And
looking at goal line stuff, Devontae is pretty cold. All his touchdowns are 1 yard touchdowns.
It really is.
And he's good off the release. Like in the open field, him trying to juke people in the open field, or run by people. That's not really his game. But get a quick release and either a fade route or something like that. I think he'd be able to do that. Tim Brown, yeah, especially with Tim Brown when he was coming out of Notre Dame when he was young. Tim Brown would have been nasty when he was coming before that knee injury.
Receiver / kick returner Tim Brown.
Yeah. Oh, Heisman Trophy winner Tim Brown.
God, who's the best? Who would I want as a good 50-50 ball guy? Like,
see, I was thinking Jay Jettis, but he's not a pure 50-50 guy. Brock did pretty well in that role, but like you probably Drake London is another one that's pretty good. Drake
would be good 50 because you want that guy that's like 6'4".
Yeah, you want that. Yeah.
They could put Devontae out there.
DK.
Ooh, DK might be nasty.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you'll probably never use DK anywhere else. He's just down there for that.
Yeah. DK might be. Out of all these guys, God, if you had like a perfect 50-50 ball guy would be like old school, like young.
Man. And who we forgot who will be a monster too? Not a 50-50 guy, but who will be a monster as a wide receiver, Malik Neighbors. When healthy, Malik Neighbors would be a monster. He's a freak athlete.
I think.
Oh, that's a good one. That's another good one for the 50-50 guy, George Pickens. Yeah.
Man, if you had a pure 50-50 ball guy too, like a younger, he's obviously getting a little bit older, but he's still solid, like a younger, like Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans, yeah.
Ball guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a perfect one. Yeah, it's old school, but it's the perfect one.
Oh, God, yeah.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Megatron just defies all odds at that point.
Exactly.
God, that would just be unfair at that point.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter, goal line or not, just throw it up to him all day long. That's just that's your play.
They'd have to put two guys on them, and it still wouldn't matter.
Oh man, that'd be fun. Okay. All right, we'll go back to the big screen again. Just want to talk about we broke it up a little bit. Want to talk about a little bit of NFL news. We do have a little bit of a game. Maybe we'll play it, and then we're going to get to some of the D-line prospects. So let me set this up. Let me share the screen. Hopefully you guys can see it. I'm gonna try to zoom in as much as I possibly can. Actually, let me do one thing. Let me see if I can do it this way, and it might be able to. You know what? Actually, let's do it this way. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna explain it so you guys don't need to see the rest of it. It'll help me zoom in.
Jeff covering all of his bases.
Get to it. Hold up. We're gonna have a little bit of fun, and then we're gonna get to the D-line prospects here in just a second. What we're gonna do. All right, everybody except for
Big John and Coach.
Yeah, Coach can go do his UFL research. But let's do this. If you guys can see it, build your own fantasy football team. All right, you have $10 total. And you got to build your own fantasy football team. You got to pick one from each row. You got a quarterback on your far left. You got your basically your receivers on the left middle. You got another receiver on your right middle, and on the far right, you got your running backs. So build your own flag football team. You got the top rows $4, middle top is $3, bottom middle is $2, and at the very bottom is $1. Build up your own flag football team with $10 total. Now, if you guys can see, hopefully you guys can see the numbers begin $4 on the very top, $3 top middle, $2 bottom middle. At the very bottom is $1.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, I said, go do your UFL research. God damn it. I'll be waiting very soon.
So we only got 10.
Into some D-line prospects. All right. So on the top tier, let's see. From top to bottom, the very most expensive $4, you got Lamar Jackson. Then you got Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, and Shedeur Sanders. Which Lamar Jackson is another probably pretty damn good flag football. On the far left, receivers at the very top, you got Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, DK Metcalf, George Pickens at the very bottom, and then in the middle right, you got Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, DJ Moore. DJ Moore could be a good flag football.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Marvin Harrison Jr. at $1, and on the running backs far right, at the very top, Saquon. You got Bijan, James Cook, and Bucky Irving at the very bottom. Jeff. I didn't make the list, Jeff. I didn't make the list. Don't yell at me. All right, so $10 total. John, I think you said, why $10? That's just what the thing said. So I cut it off so everybody can kind of see a little bit closer. So, all right, so pick one quarterback, 2 receivers, and 1 running back. Let me know what you guys got. Oh, Pillagen's already got it. So Pillagen, you got Lamar at 4. You got Pickens at 1. You got Tyreek Hill at 3. And you got James Cook at 2. Not bad.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Okay. Seven.
All right. I think I got mine. I think I got mine.
Go. Okay. Make sure it just adds up right. 6, 7, 8. All right, yeah, I got mine. Let's see, who do we got? Derek Carter, what's going on, man? You got Sanders. Okay, you're taking Sanders for $1. Metcalf for $2. You got
Justin Jefferson.
Justin
Jettis.
4. You got Bijan for 3. Okay, that makes all right.
Yep.
That's right. Nice. All right. Okay. Let's see. The only thing is, man, that's Shedeur Sanders.
No pass rush. I think Shedeur would be all right. No pass rush.
Yeah, no pass rush. It wouldn't be too bad. You're right. No pass rush. Man, going on the run for him. It's a little. Nothing but run backwards all day long. That's what it is. Backwards. On that condensed field, that'd be a little tough. Hey, good team though. Good team. Big John, come on, give me your team. Big dog. Let's see. You got. All right, let's go, Jake. You got Jordan Love. All right. You got DJ. Wait, hold on. Jordan Love. DJ Moore. You got Pickens, and then you actually you'd have more than $5. You got $5 for that last pick.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got one quarterback, 2 receivers, and a running back. Let's see, Jeff. All right, you got Shedeur Sanders, you got George Pickens, you got Marvin Harrison Jr. See. Always got a goddamn cheater. What you trying to do? You trying to pick both Harrison and Bucky Irving? I think you're picking your starters and your bench squad at the same time. Because you got Cook and you got Metcalf and Love. Hold on. Sanders, Pickens, Harrison, Irving, Cook, Metcalf, and Love. Man, Jeff, you need to give me your final 5.
Oh, that's his total. His total. He got it's total $10. So he got extra roster spots.
See, he's cheating. It's 5-on-5. He's trying to put 9 on the field. That's
good. Yeah, competitive advantage.
You got Jordan Love at 2. You got Bijan at 3. You got Pickens at 1, and you got Jordan Jefferson at 4. Nice. Okay. All right. Bijan can be nasty.
Bijan can be nasty, yeah.
Kenneth, what's going on, man? Appreciate you rocking with us.
Okay,
Severe. What is your team? What you got?
All right. I got Jordan Love for $2. Okay. And I got Malik Neighbors for $3. That puts me at 5. Then I got DJ Moore for 2. That puts me at 7. Then I got Bijan for another 3. That puts me at 10.
Put you at 10. All right.
All Quicks team. All Quicks.
All right, so you got Jordan Love, Malik Neighbors, DJ Moore, and Bijan, right?
Yep.
All right, hey, can't complain about that. It's just Jeff is just being very strategic. I like your style. Very strategic. Big John, all right, you got Cooks. You're giving me one at a time. You got Pickens. I think you said Cooks, and I think you got Big John. I think you gave me
Lamar. Lamar. So Lamar, Pickens, Cook,
Pickens,
and
Moore.
Lamar, Pickens, Cook, and Moore.
And Moore. Okay. Lamar, Pickens, Cook, and Moore. That's not bad. All right. Okay. And yes, what's rule number 1? Cheating is encouraged, Jeff. I get it. Larry, you got quarterback. Shedeur Sanders at 1. DK at 2. You got DJ Moore at 2. And you got Saquon at 4. Hey, Larry, you got one more $1. Shedeur at 1. DK at 2. DJ Moore at 2. Saquon at 4. You got one more. Hey, you
save money.
Cap. I don't know.
Exactly. He's trying to put somebody else in the practice squad, like Jeff.
like Jeff. Look at what Jeff's doing. All right, so I got my team. I got Patrick Mahomes at 3. Mm-hmm. I just think Patrick Mahomes is just damn good.
He's damn good too. I almost sacrificed Jordan Love just to get Patrick Mahomes, but
he's got that baseball arm too. That he's just that body position that he's in. He can make that throw. But I got Patrick Mahomes at 3. I got Malik Neighbors at 3. I got DJ Moore at 2, and I got James Cook at 2.
I'm not mad at that at all.
So Patrick Mahomes, Malik Neighbors, DJ Moore, and James Cook. I got Malik Neighbors as just my possession, kind of all around good receiver. I got DJ Moore as my quick guy. It's gonna just get you from sideline to sideline, and James Cook the same thing. Yep. Sideline to sideline. He's my crosser. He's my crosser. That's what I need. A man beater. Like
yep.
All right, Jake, you're throwing James Cook out there as well. All right, hey.
Yeah, I knew 805 was going to find a way to get James Cook on this team.
Dude, man, he just be quick as hell, man.
Yeah, he is, man. He is.
One-on-one. So, yeah, DJ Moore. DJ Moore's a damn good player. Yeah. Big John, can you have more than one quarterback?
You and Jeff decide that. You and Jeff go ahead and talk that out.
You and Jeff decide just what rules you're going to bend. Cheat on the sideline.
Put you guys on the competition committee. Is making rules for the
It'll be funny, though, is if you put Patrick Mahomes, you would blow your salary out of the water, your salary cap out of the water. If you put Patrick Mahomes as quarterback and Lamar Jackson as receiver and just have the ball run around.
Oh, man. That would be crazy. Because that's what they did with Jaden and Joe. Especially like when you can lateral once and still throw the ball. So like you can do that like with a guy like Kyler. You can throw Kyler a pitch and let him either like run around or let him throw the. Oh my God, you could do some crazy stuff.
That would be wild. All right. So again, just want to talk a little bit of flag football. That's the game we're going to play today. Have a little bit of fun with it. Look, let's get into some of the D-line prospects. Now, guys, obviously, there's a really good indication. We know what we're doing at number 1. Let's trade back. But, Fernando Mendoza. But in the second round, the question is, where do you guys want to go? Obviously, especially to the 3-3-4, there's a really good chance that we're going to try to prioritize a nose tackle, a bigger interior defensive lineman. You guys know I'm an Adam Butler fan, but at the same time, Adam Butler, he had a pretty productive season with the Patriots the last time he played nose tackle. So it's not to say he can't do it, but is he the ideal guy to do it? Maybe not. Yeah. And so in the second round, do you go ahead and prioritize the nose tackle position? We're going to go and take a look at some of the prospects that are higher up in the draft. We're also going to take a look at some sleepers, maybe some guys that we can target in the back half if we prioritize different. So chat, let me know, would you want to go after a nose tackle in the second round, or do you think you'd go elsewhere, and would you maybe look at some guys in the later round? Let me know in the chat and who you go after. So Severe, I'm going to throw you the question. But before I throw you the question, guys, do me a favor. Double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit that sub button. You got the Severe Raider on this side. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. We appreciate y'all chopping it up with us on this Sunday. After this, definitely go hit up our guy Chris Tik Show podcast. He's 1/3 of the Raider War Room. Definitely go hit him up after this as well. So Severe, when it comes to just interior defensive tackles, man, what are some of the top guys? If we were to go maybe second round, what guys do you think you would maybe target or want the Raiders to go after?
Obviously, the guy from Texas Tech, everybody's talking about was Lee Hunter, Ohio State, Caden McDonald. Your boy from Florida, Banks. He is a chance. If you want to take a chance on him, he might fall there. I'm trying to think of some other guys. Big Citrus is probably like more of a third round guy. I think of some other dudes. I mean, those are the 4 that immediately come to mind for me.
Yeah, so the one guy that I don't think he drops at the second, I think he's going to be one of the first ones off the board is that Caden McDonald. Yeah. Caden McDonald's at Ohio State. A lot of people are high on that kid. We're going to take a look at some of his game film. Now, guys, I'm going to give you some of the weaknesses that they have, but we're going to basically look at highlight film. And I'm going to kind of preface this before we pick up the game film. It's really tough to just look at highlights. You don't want to get just an instant indicator of who the player is just by looking at highlights. You have to go back. You have to take a look at the body of work. And so we're just going to look at highlights, but I definitely will give you some weaknesses, and I highly recommend everybody else go take a look at their full game film. And one of the best ways to do it, and it's the ways that I do it because I don't have access to the all 22 and all that from the college game film, is, for example, if you're going to go look at like a Caden McDonald, right, from Ohio State, go look up Ohio State defense versus and leave it blank on YouTube. And they will show you literally every single play of Ohio State's defense versus somebody's offense. And you can pinpoint them on the field and see every single play of them. And you'll get a good indication as to just kind of what the body of work looks like. And so that's the way I do it. So even though we're going to take a look at some of the highlights, I highly recommend go look at their full game film where you can access it on YouTube just to get a really good indication of who they really are.
You know what? Somebody's telling me there's a guy out of Cincinnati. I haven't got a chance to look at yet. I heard he's a big boy too, and he's nice. I can't remember his name though.
Is that the Dante Corleone guy?
Yes, yeah.
I got him.
You heard that? I heard he's a monster. I heard he's just like a freak athlete for a guy his size too.
I've done some homework on him, and I'll give you kind of my take on him when we get there. Because look, in some draft projections, it's not the mock drafts. I'll tell you, mock drafts are fun, but it's a really bad indication as to where these guys are truly going to go. But there's some resources that I look at that I think do a pretty good job of where these guys are going to end up going or where they're actually projected. In some of these projections, kind of have him going damn near second round, maybe even third. So he may not fall as far as some of the mock draft simulators have him. I know one of the mock draft simulators has him damn near like 6th or 7th round. They're saying
ridiculous.
There's a chance at the very latest he might go third.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I heard like late second is like, from what I'm hearing, late second is probably his floor. If he falls to the third, it'd be a much deeper drop than they anticipate.
Yeah. So, Jeff, you're saying I just want Hunter or McDonald, whoever is there. Okay, so you definitely want someone second round. But Jeff, as you know, if we trade back and acquire a bunch of draft capital, hey, we could get whatever we want. Jeff is with us. He's with us, 100%. So, look, some of the guys early. I don't have any film right now on Caleb from Florida, just because, look, I really want to understand what ends up happening with that foot. I want to get more just kind of reports that come out on that foot, just kind of how bad that break is. I'm sure as we get closer to the draft, well, there's going to be more. Put it on, John. There's going to be more reports come out just what that break really looks like. And so does he drop even farther? Given the fact that if that break is bad, we'll see. But guys that if we went second round, man, Lee Hunter, that guy has a motor. That's one big thing about Lee Hunter. He's got a motor. Caden McDonald, I think he's gonna go first round, but if he ends up dropping, I definitely want to take a look at him in the second round. But one thing to keep in mind about the 3-4 defense is you want a guy that can be a two gapper. You do want a guy that can play two gaps without question. But the way that you can manipulate the fronts in a 3-4 doesn't always necessarily mean you're going to have a nose guard on the field all the time. You can still play with the JJ Pegues and a Adam Butler. You can still play with a Jonah Laulu and an Adam Butler on the field, because if you want to play a 3-4 defense, you can make your base more of like an over front or under front where you're adjusting that defensive line. So you may not always have a guy that's head up over the center and trying to two gap that center. It just really depends on what Robbie Leonard wants to do, because you can play a base defense where you basically have that nose guard or that interior defensive lineman on a 2-eye or even gapped or a shade off the center. And now he's no longer a 2-gap guy. Now you're playing basically your defense is just gap integrity at that point.
Yeah.
So what does Robbie Leonard want to do? Does he want to run a true nose guard as his base, or is he going to play more over under front where guys are more offset and you don't have a true nose guard. I'd be really curious what he wants to do. And so that's why for me, I think no matter what, you are going to get a nose guard. You're going to get a big body guy. But is it more because it's going to be your base, or is it because it's going to be situational? And now you might look at more like the 5th round, maybe 6th round, to go get a big-bodied interior defensive tackle, and he's more situational.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and the trend in the NFL is that they're, most teams play predominantly sub packages. So, like, how much, especially if it's a guy that doesn't really offer any pass rush. So if you get a big guy like that and he doesn't offer any pass rush, then it really doesn't. Like if you get a guy, like last year, like a Kenneth Grant, even Tyreek Williams, both of those guys offered a little bit of pass rush. So you can see, even if you're running, if you want to throw those guys in there in a sub package in a nickel defense, and they're still going to offer you a little bit of pass rush. Some of these guys, if they're a big guy but they don't offer anything in terms of pass rush, then they're super situational. So you really don't want to spend a higher draft pick on them, because you're not going to really utilize them as much.
Yeah. So that's when the draft goes down. I think that's, for myself, it'd be one big indicator. If we don't really go, after a interior defensive tackle, nose tackle in the first couple rounds, we might be using more of just a different type of front. It may not be a true, because the best part about a 3-4, and this is why I love a 3-4, you could very easily switch from a 3-4 and then look like a 4-3 front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just by the way that you maneuver your interior defense tackles and you use those 5 techs, you can adjust very easily in and out of a 3-4 or a 4-3.
Yeah.
Just depends on what your base wants to be. So a 3-4 is really just what your personnel is for the most part. So Larry, Caden McDonald, Ohio State 6'2", 326. Leah Hunter, Texas Tech 6'3", 318. Caleb Banks, Florida 6'6", 327. Again, I don't have any film on Caleb Banks. I want to know what his foot situation is going to be. But keep in mind, we're going to do some of this. We're going to keep going. We're going to do some on receivers, because I think receivers is going to be a hot topic moving forward. We might also do some edge rushers, because we might be looking at some edge rushers just for depth pieces, but we're going to do some more as we get closer and closer to the draft. Uptown, upstate, New York, what's going on, man? Probably flag on the play, but how about Henry Ruggs for flagging? Should have given him a second chance?
Definitely not flag on the play, and Henry Ruggs will be a monster in flag football.
I think he would definitely be a monster in flag as a vertical guy, but again, he's not that Tyreek Hill quick guy that you would want in flag. But vertical guy, bro,
or like a crosser. But the thing about Henry Ruggs, I think Henry Ruggs had a 40+ inch vert too. So he's a guy you can use, even though he's like a fast guy, you kind of use him a little bit, some jump ball situations.
But Henry Ruggs coming back, second chance. Look, I always think everybody needs a second chance. I think people are allowed to be given a second chance. I just don't think his second chance would be here at the Raiders.
I doubt it's
not a domestic violence thing, but because of what happened, I just don't know how Markdavis would look at that type of situation. And so I just don't know if Henry Ruggs would be given a second chance here, to be honest. Severe, what's your thoughts on Henry Ruggs maybe coming back and second chance?
Yeah, like I said, I think the teams will give him a second chance. From what I heard, there have been a lot of guys, especially Alabama guys, that have been lobbying, their teams and doing what they can behind the scenes. Josh Jacobs, Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith is they're like best friends. So they've been lobbying teams to I bring him in at least for a workout and see what he looks like. He's been in a minimum security for most of his sentence. I think he recently got moved to a little bit of higher security. But for the most part, he's been in minimum security where they've been letting him actually train. So he's been training. Obviously, training is not the same as actually playing, but he's been working out still. So he'll still be, not as young as he was, but he'll still be fairly young. So I think a team will at least give him a workout. I think he'll probably find himself on a practice squad somewhere. Just has to be with a team that's solidified enough to deal with whatever media is going to come. So I can see a team like Green Bay, Josh Jacobs been lobbying for it, or the Eagles, where they're secure enough with who they are as a franchise, and those front offices are basically entrenched where they can do something like take a chance on a Henry Ruggs and not really lose any cachet with the fan base.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see. What up, my take, Money Raiders? What's going on, man? Appreciate you rocking with us. Let's see. Yaya, hard pass. He killed someone.
Yeah.
And fair enough. Yeah, can't hate that opinion. Jeff, okay, I just watched videos of I think it's Oklahoma State defense versus Indiana Mendoza.
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Okay. I always think Ohio State is just OU, but
yeah,
I do. I don't know. Whatever. My bad.
So we're West Coast guys. Chris hit me with that same thing, and I was like, yeah, on the West Coast, that's Oklahoma State.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, Jeff, that's some of the film we're going to bring up right now. So you just got done watching Ohio State defense versus Indiana. Mendoza took pretty much every snap and shotgun and only threw 2 passes over 20 yards. Scrimmage. We're gonna break down that game film for sure, man. Pay attention to the defense on that, Jeff. Pay attention to the defense. You gotta keep those eyes. Watch
Caden McDonald and Sonny Styles. Or we don't have a chance at Sonny Styles, but yeah, watch those guys.
What up, DK? What's going on, man? Appreciate you.
Salute. Happy birthday to your mom, man.
We should just got. Oh, my bad. Just got back from birthday. Hey, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. 90% passes is about 10 yards. We're gonna break down Fernando Mendoza's game film, man. All right, so let's get into it. First one's gonna be K McDonald. Real quick, just some very easy. Again, we're gonna take a look at the highlights. Take the highlights for a grain of salt. Definitely go back and do your own research. K McDonald, 6'2", 326 pounds. The 3 knocks on him: short arms. One thing that you do see on the game film at times is when he tries to kind of bull rush, which, to be honest with you, with K McDonald, his number one pass move or approach is just a bull rush. He doesn't have much versatility on it. But when you see him actually try to bull rush and try to extend the center or the guard that he's going up against, he just doesn't get enough distance. One of the biggest things you can do as a defensive lineman, and this even goes for edge rushers, is when you're rushing the pass, when you can extend them, the reason why your longer arms give you an advantage is because now you create a lot of distance between you and that offensive lineman. And so when you swat those hands down, now that offensive lineman, there's too much gap. It gives you just a little bit of extra inches to kind of move around a little bit. Give him that little stutter step one way and go. If your distance is too closed down, that offensive lineman now can reset his hands into your interior and now control you. So that's why long arms do play a really big role as it relates to not just edge rushers, but also interior defensive linemen. But one thing I've seen with Caden McDonald is as a interior nose tackle and a 2-gapper, he guesses a lot. A lot of times he guesses wrong. You want to have a guy that has a really good base and good control over that center to be able to kind of just peek. You don't want to commit one way. You want to peek. And if the running back or the quarterback goes the opposite way, you got to slip them very quickly. But if you commit too far, that center now can control you to one way. And so, unfortunately, because he has just purely a bull rush, he's got the short arms, he guesses too much. A lot of times it allows that center to kind of redirect him into just kind of the direction they want him to go to, and it gets him in trouble at times. So just some of the knocks on him, but I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. We'll take a little bit of look on Caden McDonald. You guys chat, be the judge. Let us know what your thoughts are. We're going to kind of just roll this thing all the way through because we got a couple more prospects. You'll see him down in the middle, kind of start playing it. Now, mind you, this is against a good Indiana offensive line. Does a good job right there. Kind of controls the double team. It's a good first step.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice arm over.
Now, we'll go back a little bit. Hold on. On this goal line, really good job. 62 substitute tries to scoop block him a little bit, and he kind of backsides it. When he backsides it, you got to have that quickness.
Yeah.
Follow 62's ass down the line of scrimmage. This is a very good job. Our guy Adam Butler does it very well. When you try to backdoor the scoop block, you got to get down the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's nice. Oh, that's nice.
It's a good job.
That's nice. Yeah, this arm over move, this the footwork is a holding penalty too right there. They missed.
Yeah, it's a good quick first step.
Oh, they called it. They didn't miss it. They called it. It looked like I saw the flag come out late.
Good little throwaway. All right, here's the next one. A little double team action.
Oh, where to get there?
It's a really good job of taking on the double team. And again, this is not a weak Indiana offensive line. Indiana had a very, very good offensive line. Yeah. And so him being able to take on this double team is really good.
Yeah. That's exactly what you're talking about.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Exactly what you're talking about, yeah.
These are highlights. Okay? So definitely do your homework. You're right. Exactly. What else?
But once you see a guy with his athletic ability that can do it, then you gotta want to set the standard there. Like, I've seen you do it. Now this is what I expect consistently from you.
Exactly. So that's it. A lot of interior defensive line coaches will call it basically just that peekaboo technique. You're just trying to peek. That's all you're doing. Yeah. You're not trying to commit. You're trying to peek. But again, some of the knocks that they have on him is at times he commits too much. And when he commits, then you allow the center to get position. You want to be able to. The only way this technique works is if the defensive tackle, the nose tackle, controls the shoulders of the center. Because if you control the shoulders of the center, you got to watch the hand placement. You control the shoulders of the center. That means that center can't get leverage one way or another. He does a really good job of controlling the shoulders right there. Control, bench press, does a really good job.
Yeah, so right there he committed. It looked like he committed too much right there. Another one. Oh.
He's a big boy, man. He's going to be a load. I mean, again, 6'2". I think he's almost 330.
Yeah. See, right there, you want to have him keep his feet moving, his feet stop. Yep. Keep his feet moving. He probably gets in the backfield for it.
And that's a little bit of a concern if you kind of watch it, right? Yeah. That guard doesn't get very good position on him.
Yeah.
How he doesn't actually split those two a little bit easier, I'm not sure. The center doesn't have good leverage. The guard doesn't have good leverage. The question is why don't you split that gap a lot easier?
Yeah.
Letting those guys kind of stalemate you and hold you up a little bit.
Yeah. He stopped working. His feet went dead.
So again, kind of working the double team a little bit.
I like that. I like that right there.
Yeah, this is kind of going back to the beginning.
Yeah.
That's a good job. That's exactly how you want to do it. Yeah. Again, that technique right there. Don't commit. Control the shoulders. You see his hands. He's already got that center off his platform. The center's already lost the leverage because he's doing a good job of controlling, got both hands off on the shoulders. And as soon as he knows that running back commits, bang, now you
look at that. And look at his base right there, too. His base right there was phenomenal.
Yep. So we got one more. Let me see. Let me kind of go through some of the chat a little bit. Let's see. Richard Lyon, Ohio State had a great defensive scheme. They did one of the best defenses in college football. Let's see. Hey, Anthony Estrada, what's going on, man? Appreciate you rocking with us. Let's see. OSU, Ohio State University. No, I got you. I got you. Just
you go to Ohio State? Did you go to Ohio State? Quick question.
T-Bull, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you throwing the super chat out there. Severe, man, if you want to read off this super chat.
I was going to see Pool. I have friends who scout. One has done it for 17 years. They all love Mendoza. He plays within the system. He also he also really likes Landon Robinson at DT.
Landon Robinson at DT. Okay, I'll have to do some research on that one. I don't know. I don't know who Landon Roberts is. Landon Robinson. I'm going to write that down real quick.
Landon Robinson. I don't think I've heard that name. Is he a late round guy?
Let's say. I don't know if I've heard that. Well, Landon Robinson. All right, we'll do some research. I'll see who he is. But you have friends who scout. One is done for 17 years. Okay, they all love Mendoza. Hey, the vast majority love Mendoza. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people love Mendoza. Yeah. I just don't. So
a lot of people.
My man, hey, appreciate you throwing a super chat out there. DK, honest question: do you think we go another route, number one, other than Mendoza? Oh my Jesus. Okay. Do I think we're getting Mendoza? Yes, I think we're getting Mendoza. I think the overall consensus, I think all of us, even Jeff, as much as we're not big Fernando Mendoza fans, at number one, again, this is preface, at number one. Not that we're saying we're not a fan of him as a quarterback, it's just comparing him to what the value of a number one overall pick is. I think if we're all betting, if we're all placing the bet, we're placing the bet that yes, there's a good chance that we're picking Fernando Mendoza. I just wouldn't do it. It's a very other chance to the question on your
end. Yeah, Fernando Mendoza is going number one overall. I mean, that goes without question. It's just a matter of if we pick him or if somebody else picks him. There's only two options in number one overall for the Raiders, and that's pick Mendoza or trade out of it. And if they don't get a trade that's enticing enough for them to move out of that pick, then we probably stay there and we pick him. I mean, at this point, it's almost a foregone conclusion.
It is. It is. And so, what up, Violator, man? Appreciate you popping up in here.
Salute.
Okay. All right. So, again, we're going to keep going. Remember, we're going to break down the game film of Fernando Mendoza. We're going to break down the game film of Ty Simpson. Those are the top two quarterbacks that are kind of being talked about. Obviously, 99.9% of everybody, overall consensus says that Fernando Mendoza is the guy. And a lot of people want Fernando Mendoza to be the guy. But we're going to break down the game film like we break down the game film every single week during the season. So definitely tap in for that. And look, not saying we're not trying to sway you one way or another. We're just going to show you what the game film shows. And we're definitely going to do that. So tap in for that. So Caden McDonald. All right. I'm going to switch it up. Okay. Caden McDonald. We just kind of took a look at him a little bit, guys. That's one of the D tackles that I think, again, if we go D tackle high, we're definitely going to be taking a look at him. There's another one, and shout out to a couple people that was rocking with us. Bueno, man, I see you in here. What's going on, brother? Let's see. I think we got one down here. What happens if Mendoza turns out better than you thought? Would you feel different about him? Someone asked me that question before. It's not that I don't think Fernando Mendoza could be a good quarterback. I just have a lot of question marks going into it. The problem is do I want to take a quarterback number one with that the amount of question marks that I have? And so can he be coached up? Obviously, yes. I think he's a very smart kid. I think you can coach him up. But it's weighing the value of him with the amount of question marks that I have. Again, not saying that he can't do it. Or do I trade back and acquire? If a team is willing to give me 2 additional first-round draft picks, I'm going to take that all day, every day with the amount of question marks I have with Fernando Mendoza. Because I hear people say all the time, well, he can get coached up to play under center, or he can get coached up to go through his progressions a lot more. Well, guess what? I don't want a quarterback number one over center if I have to coach him up to play under center or coach him up to learn how to go through your progressions. Because if you go back to Indiana, he did not go through progressions at all, if not ever, on his game film. Like, he just doesn't. I mean, maybe once or twice every other game, you'll see him go through an actual progression. And more times than not, he's looking to run. It's really that simple, and the back shoulder fades, the RPOs, him just clearly just taking up and running was his scapegoat. And between back shoulder phase and RPOs, that's going to be 10% of what you do in the NFL. So I'm banking on 10% of what looks really good, because if you look at what translates well to the NFL, again, maneuvering in the pocket, making line protection calls, adjusting the protections based on the defense, he just doesn't do a lot of it. And when he maneuvers in the pocket, when he tries to navigate the pocket or throw the ball off platform or on the move, his accuracy drops and his decision making drops like 50%. His accuracy drops 50%, and that's not a good statistic. So again, that's pick him at number one with all those question marks. That's question marks doesn't mean I'm saying he can't be coached to do it. That just means, well, I want a number pick overall with that many question marks. Or would I take potentially 2 additional first-round draft picks for him? That's what I would do. And if he becomes good, then that's great. If we draft him, I hope that Clint Kubiak can coach him up and turn him in to a Hall of Fame quarterback. That's what I will hope for, and hope that he answers just all the question marks that I have. DK, that film breakdown is going to be open up some eyes to where you guys are coming from. I'm not sold on Mendoza. It'll just, I won't just show 5 or 6 plays. We're going to show a ton of plays to kind of give you just what it's not about what he flashes. It's about the body of work, and we're going to show you the body of work, and that's what you need to really bank on and show. Kind of base your evaluation on is the body of work. So okay. Let's go, man. Tell me, trust me. I'm not the one that's going to be like, oh, I just don't like Mendoza. If you want, I could give you 45 minutes worth of why I have question marks on Fernando Mendoza. And so, but we're not going to do that right now. We're talking about the D-line. It'll be for another show. Okay, next up, we are going to go through Lee Hunter. Okay, Lee Hunter, again, preface it for the new people in the building. We're just going to show highlights. Highlights aren't the biggest indication of who the player is. Definitely go do your own research. I'll give you a couple bullet points as to some of the weaknesses that Lee Hunter has. Again, Lee Hunter, big boy, 6'4", 318, 320 pounds. One of the knocks that he has is he sometimes tends to fatigue kind of later in games. They say that his pad level gets a little high. Again, when you're a 6'4", Caleb Banks, one of the knocks that I have on him is because he's 6'6", his pad level gets high at times, which is not good. He doesn't do a good job of fight through double teams when it does get high. But he gets tall late in games. You can tell when fatigue sets in, which is not good. He doesn't have the best lateral quickness. He's a true 6'4", 318-pound guy. Like, his lateral movement isn't great. He could be more active and violent with his hands. And so when he does get that double team, it's again one of the knocks that I had on Mason Graham last year. Mason Graham did not do a good job getting off a double team. And so I kind of see that with Lee Hunter a little bit, is when he gets engaged with guys later in the game, when he gets engaged in the double team, and I think he could just be more violent with his hands to get off the double team. He tends to just get stalemate a little bit too easily. And so still a very good prospect. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, there's definitely some weaknesses. You got to definitely take a look at the weaknesses as well. And so let me go ahead and find the Lee Hunter clips really quick. Bang. Here we go. Let me expand this. Again, we're just going through highlights, so I highly recommend go do your own research. Like I said before, research Texas Tech defense versus you'll get all the plays. Definitely gives you a good indication as to what the body of work shows. So let me go to the big screen. Bang. All right, here we go. Lee Hunter, you see him in the middle?
He with the helmet off.
I know, he's a tough kid. You definitely got to give him the toughness award.
Yeah, I'm sure he got a flag for that too. I'm sure both guys got flagged.
You got him right here. Again, I'll pause it. We'll go back if we need to.
They keep working.
That's a good job. Even with 75, trying to help 64 with the leverage of him, he's able to kind of sustain his ground. It's a good job.
Yeah.
One more time to get to the next one. Guys, in the chat, hit that hashtag Raiders. Let me know what your thoughts are on Lee Hunter. Do you want to see us get him in the second round? If he's there, I think a lot of projections kind of have him dropping to us in the second round. So there's a good chance he might be there for the taking.
Ooh.
That's good. Quick.
Yeah, what was that offensive lineman doing? Man.
Okay. And that's a really good, just by you saying that reminds me of you also really want to take a good look at what the competition is. Right?
Yeah.
This is why sometimes it's really hard to evaluate college prospects. And, I will throw Mendoza in that a little bit, right? You gotta take a look at what the competition is they're going to be.
Yeah.
A lot of times we get caught up on the highlight reel. And realistically, when you take a look at college prospects, the amount of times they're going up against actual NFL caliber talent is actually rare. So look at Lee Hunter, right? Lee Hunter is playing Texas Tech. Texas Tech doesn't play the top schools in college football. And so a lot of times there might only be 3, maybe 4 games where he's going against top-notch competition. And those are the games that you kind of want to get an indication of who he really is. You're not going to go and watch him play, again, I don't know if he played him, but you're not going to go watch him play like a San Diego State or something like that.
Yeah.
Because San Diego State is probably not going to produce a top NFL caliber offensive lineman into the draft. So that's why it's really hard to – that's why it was really hard to evaluate, honestly, Ashton Genty last year, coming from the Mountain West. He's going against competition that the culture shock for him going from the Mountain West to the NFL is going to be massive, more than what an SEC running back is going to be. That jump is big. The jump from the Mountain West to the NFL, well, that's crazy.
Yeah, exponentially higher.
Exactly. So sometimes when you're evaluating college prospects, you also have to take into consideration what's the talent they're going to be in. So there you go. But here, let's go back to that one, or this one, sorry. This one is, as much as you're saying, man, what's that guard doing? But it is really good quick.
It is really, yeah. No, it's great cooking. I mean, I guess that's a highlight. I mean, he's showing us. I'd rather him get off of that guy, and I guess they had to double team him, so he couldn't. But
I think this is where for him, he what I've seen on tape a little bit is he does rely a lot on just the bull rush when it comes to the pass.
Yeah.
And this is where for me, it's like I would like to see him be a little more violent with his hands. I think he's trying to sustain that passing lane, which is good, but at the same time, if you can be a little more violent with your hands and match up your feet with your hands a little bit better, you can get those linemen, that lineman's hands down. You can get him off leverage, turn the shoulders a little bit, which gives you just a little bit an easier path to the quarterback when you compromise his shoulders. But what I've noticed on film is he relies a lot on the bull rush in the pass.
Yeah, you said use his hands a little bit better there. Yeah, he's able to get off that guy. I like that right there, though.
Swim move's nasty. He does it well.
Yeah, it does. And it looks like he uses his offhand to kind of, that's some nasty face mask, but he uses his offhand to hey, I'm going to give you a little push over there. I'm going to help you along the way.
It's a good job just tracking down the ball carrier.
Yeah, keep those hands a little bit lower, though. It looks like it's a nasty face mask.
He loves that swim move, man.
He does. He does it well, though. He does it well.
But it's like, I think this is BYU, so it's like, okay, that swim move is going to work at college.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Linemen that understand how to defend that swim move, they're going to put their helmet, their hand in your armpit, and drive your ass. Because the problem with the swim move is the moment you try to swim move someone, you instantly lose leverage. So you better know how to use it correctly and time it right. Because you look at 61 just ducks his head.
Yeah, that guy was just reaching. That was just terrible take. That was a terrible offensive line play.
That looks like a Dylan Parham block.
Exactly. Because he didn't. I don't know if they're running like because that is the terrible. Look across the offensive line. All of the guys are doing it. Look at them. This is terrible. Like this is terrible offensive line play.
So I think what makes it also difficult at times when you're evaluating, like, especially the interior defensive lineman, is you're going to do what works. And if you know you're going against a weak offensive lineman, that number 61, typically sometimes when you see linemen kind of just duck their head and their technique is out the window, it's because there's a good chance throughout the game he realized I can't handle the size and strength of Lee Hunter. And so he's doing everything he possibly can just to get the block in. And when Lee Hunter realizes that, he knows I can swim move your ass because you're going to take every ounce of your strength and body weight to just lunge at me.
Yeah.
Because at that point, he's probably beat him up enough in the game where now Lee Hunter knows, hey, you're just going to lunge, so I'm going to swim move and I got you. So,
yeah, he barely moves. He barely moves.
Because with 61, like, my guy's asked me a couple times, he's like, shit, this is all I can do is just lunge. And Lee Hunter's like, I'm going to swim your ass. So, and again, I don't know how good BYU's offensive line was. That's a good job using his right hand to extend the center.
Yeah, definitely.
Slips that guard a little bit, not bad.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, he loves that arm over move, man.
He does, man.
He uses it well though. That's a nice little stutter step, expect the inside and hit him with the swim over, like, and use the offhand a little bit. I like that. I like that. He does it well. See, he used the offhand to kind of rip him through. See how he had him leaning a little bit because of the offhand. Look at him. See, he dips that shoulder down. He knows how to do it.
This might be 2 different years because I think that was BYU that we just showed of 61 lunging. Because this is just a highlight. So this might have been a different year because I think this is BYU. I think this is 61 again.
61 had me. That's why 61 was lunging like that. It might be because what's the guy next to him? Is that the same guy? Yep, the same guy. Is it 70 something?
I gotta go against this guy again.
Yeah, he's cooking him enough. He was like, all right, man. Oh, that's nice. It's a nice move inside. Yep. Yeah, nice little move inside. He tried to rip through. I like. He tries to use his hands most of the time.
He does.
Yeah, we've seen him do a swim. We've seen him do a rip.
And try to.
Like in that one, you can see he kind of got wrist control on him. See, he got wrist control, rips his wrist. But 58 looks slow. Like he grabs his wrist and gets him off of him.
Yeah, it shows decent. Again, this is a big boy. Again, his lateral movement against the run is a little bit of a weakness. But right there is a good job. Again, it's a big stunt. You got 13 kind of looping down here. You got both interior defensive linemen trying to open up the gap to the left. So he does a good job of lateral movement on that one.
I was waiting for it. I thought he was about to hit him with the. I saw the opening. I thought he was gonna hit him with it. He didn't.
This is just a big boy move right here.
Yeah. I think maybe he doesn't like to swim the other direction.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. That's a good job. Get the guy off you. Sustain the gap.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, so he's swimming with the left arm. So that we'll go back and see.
Yeah, I haven't seen him do it.
This BYU again. He's
doing BYU filthy. Oh my God. I don't know this. Does Mormons say something to him before the game?
All right, so look. Here's him. Okay, this is him. I think he's trying to get the swim move on this one. He doesn't get the left arm up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He turned it into just kind of a rip. So, but look, it would have been the left arm though. It would have been the left arm. Yeah, oh, there's the left arm.
Yeah, he tried it. Isn't it? I don't think he's
Left. Oh, there's a left arm again.
He got him with the left. He got with the left that time.
Let me go back. Here he is. Yeah, he
he does. I like how he uses off arm though. I like how he uses off arm.
But the problem that I'm seeing though is, I mean, look how upright he gets though. Anytime you try to use the swim, you're going to get yourself upright, which is not good. That's why you got to time it right.
Yeah.
And so that might be, and again, that was one of the weaknesses that not only did I see, but I think a lot of there's been some analysts that are kind of pointed out that he does like to get upright a little bit too quick, and maybe it's because he likes that. He likes that swim move. Good job creating the pile.
Yeah. Oh, that's big boy move right there.
Oh, he's beating up on BYU again.
Man.
I'm 63, the center. One.
Yeah. Shot the 61 and won no parts of 61 wanted no parts of him.
It's a good job, man. Again, really good job with that right arm. Extend it out, get control of the shoulder. Now you're controlling, driving him back in the backfield, drove his ass back about 3 yards. Now, again, it's BYU. Take it for what it's worth. But that's a good job.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, way to control him. You shed him. Get off me. Like this other way.
That's a good job. I like that. Oh, it's 61 again. Okay, 61.
61 did all right at that time. He held his own that time.
Yeah, I think it's just with him, if he could use his hands just a little bit better to kind of use his hands a little bit better. I mean, he tries. He did a good job of just kind of swiping out the guard's hands, number 61's hands.
Yeah.
But
was he kneeling? Was he kneeling down? Was he on his knees? Yeah, he was on his knee. Yeah, that last one. That's this one. Look, he's on his knee.
It looks like if you look at the stripe on his helmet, it looks like he might have been either looking inside. They might have just got done with like a stem. Yeah, look at the whole defense. Okay, so look, watch the whole defense. They're all looking around.
Okay.
He's on his knees. I think they just got done kind of stemming.
Okay.
Making adjustments, so they just got caught off guard a little bit.
Okay.
That's a good job. That's a good job. Sustain your gap.
Yeah.
Be able to kind of control that guard.
Work down the line of scrimmage.
Okay. All right. So again, just a little bit of Caden McDonald or Lee Hunter. I'll go to the next one. Guys, let me know your thoughts on Lee Hunter. Let me kind of go into the chat a little bit. Let's see. Let me kind of scroll up a little bit. I think I went all the way to the bottom. Let me see. All right. Kind of going back and forth. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, Jeff, you're talking about number 61 a little bit. Let's see. I see Wardlow family. Okay, I see your comment. I don't know. Are you talking about me, Wardlow? Let me know if you're talking about me. You're saying your boy
might be talking about me.
Oh, your boy can't analyze for shit. He feels like Raider hater more than a fan. Okay, I don't know. Are you talking about one of us? Let me know. Let us know.
I think he's talking about me. He's not on my chat, so you gotta be talking about me. Hey, sorry you feel that way, brother.
Let's just. I want some clarification. All right, let's see. Elefante, I think you're saying good, quick, balanced feet for Lee Hunter. Elefante, yeah. So that is his counter move. It does look like. I think you're talking about the swim move.
Yeah, yeah.
Curious if that swim really only comes with that left arm.
Yeah.
Because if it is, offensive linemen are going to kill him.
Yeah.
If that's a tendency.
Yeah.
So, Jeff, honestly, don't think we can go wrong with either one of those nose tackles. You're saying Hunter seems to get more penetration, but like you said, could be because of the talent he's playing against, though, or against also.
Yeah.
That's definitely one thing to just keep in mind. That's just the talent they're playing against. Jason, what's going on, man? Tim Keenan, 3rd and 4th. So I was going to do – I don't have him on this one. I don't have Peter Woods either, but I just picked a couple kind of late-round guys. I know Keenan might be a late-round guy. 3rd or 4th, I do have some are putting him kind of even in the 5th. So maybe if we have some time before the draft, we might take a look at him as well. Space Beast, what's going on, man? Pass on Lee. Harvey Hunter at 36. That's his middle name. So are you saying pass on Lee Hunter at 36? So, all right. Next up, we are going to go and break down. Hold on. Let me look for next one. All right. I think I got him. Dante Corleone. We're going to take a look at this guy really quick. Let me find him.
Cincinnati,
guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Dante Corleone. If you guys would consider bringing him in. Let me see. I got it. Just going to go through. Where's he at? Oh, I got him. I got him. Hold on. D tackle. Oh, maybe shit. Maybe
Peter
I know.
Woods. Yeah, Peter Woods is good, but Peter Woods, I don't think he's like a true nose.
No, they have him as a nose / kind of edge, like 5 technique type of guy. Okay, hold on. I know I got it. Hold on. There we go. Oh no, actually no. You know what? I take that back. My bad. Let me find him. I gotta find Dante Corleone. There's another guy that I was going to talk about. Let me pick that guy first up. So we're gonna talk first. Dominic Orange, Big Citrus. I thought it was
Big Citrus.
It was Big Juice or whatever. What is Big Citrus? So guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Dominic Orange. I think a lot of people kind of have him high up on their boards. He's 6'2", 322 pounds. Again, we're going to just look at the highlights. Don't want to just look at the highlights. Definitely want to look at the body of work. But we're just going to look at the highlights, get an idea of who he is. Some of the weaknesses that I have seen on him. One thing that I've seen, a lot of people have talked about, a high missed tackle rate. Apparently he gets there, but he does miss a lot of tackles, so he just doesn't secure the tackle. He only has 1 career sack over his lifespan of college football, so that could be a concern based on where you get him. You know, if you're looking at him in the 2nd or 3rd round, only 1 career sack, does that kind of move you off of him? Don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes he can struggle to disengage once he's locked up, either whether it's a double team or on a one-on-one. But one thing I have seen is he's very athletic. He's quick. He's aggressive. That's things you love out of this kid. But sometimes he does play out of control, and he does play undisciplined at times. And so I think that's where the missed tackles come into play, because when you get there so quickly, you got to be able to control your feet to be able to complete the tackle. Sometimes you're just out of control.
Exactly.
So that's just some of the weaknesses. We're going to go over some of the highlights. Again, do your own homework, do your own research. We're just throwing some names out there, but it is definitely a name that people are high on. So we're going to kind of go through it. He's right here. Hey, this is that Iowa offensive line, so he ain't going against no slouches right here.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll look at the swim move, see if got some Lee Hunter tendencies. All right, chat, let us know what your thoughts are. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, he's backdoored it.
Backdoored it. That's nasty. That right there is feet.
Yeah. Nah, really.
That's just hope this. That's nice.
Yeah. That's good timing too. You got to get there. You know, you got to time it up right before the next guy gets there. Oh my goodness. Is that him right there?
I think he's big number 95.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Let me go back. This is him just kind of dropping in a couple zone blitz action.
That's good. Hey, that's good recognition. Hey, okay. Wait to watch the QB's eyes. Stay okay. All right, big dog. That's the new Thayer right there.
Hey, look at this. Going against Iowa. This is good.
Oh, I like that.
That's a really good. Sustain your gap. You're traveling down with the center. Good job. Yep. Still got the eyes in the backfield in order to be able to locate the runner. The runner wants to cut back on you. This tells me right now your eyes are still locked in the backfield, even though you're engaging down the line with the center. That's a really good job.
Yeah, really. Ooh, I like that for a big boy like that. All right, big boy moving like that.
Damn.
And look, and remember, that's one of the things we talked about with Jonah, where in the beginning of the year he didn't use that off arm to man, that's nice technique. Okay, I'm liking this. 1 sack, man. I don't look. Maybe he was getting there and finish him.
No, maybe a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
a lot of pressure.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, and Severe, what you're talking about, so the chat knows, right? That offhand right there. That offhand, a lot of times you basically, as an edge rusher, as an interior defensive lineman, you want to be able to kind of take that elbow and kind of press through down your hip in order to kind of get that lineman to not be able to kind of move their hips or rotate their shoulders back to you, right? That offhand, really good job. He's basically being able to make sure that center has no chance of recovering, and that allows you to finish that spin move. A lot of times, interior defensive linemen will kind of keep this arm down, and because you don't finish through the spin move, that allows
that just move their body into you.
And one thing this arm does, and a lot of times it's either an arm or again it's taking that elbow and come down across your body. What that does is it doesn't allow 63 to get his arm back over to get it in front of you. To kind of help, just kind of slow you or control you. It restricts that center's left arm to be able to kind of regain position on you. So this offhand is very important. Kind of go back to it. That's nasty. Okay, that's pressure.
Good effort. Yeah, good effort.
That's good work.
Yeah. Especially for a big boy like that.
Right.
But to give chase too.
Good job. Just keep
okay, we've seen a sighting with the right arm too.
Dang. Dang, that's really good quickness for a defensive tackle.
Yeah. And either he's super strong, I don't know if or he's very quick, because either he knocked the guy off balance with that off arm, or he just beat him so quickly that the guy was lunging at nothing. Either way, the guy hits the ground.
That's really good quickness. That's a good rep. This is the Iowa offensive line again.
Yeah.
Let me go back. My bad.
I'm not facing any slouches.
That's a good job, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Go ahead. My 5-tech, I have a 5-tech right there.
Yeah, they moved him around.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Good job. Wait, you're working down the line of scrimmage. Eyes are still in the backfield. You still locate that runner, and you can extend back outside to make that tackle. Yeah. That's good quickness. God, how big is he?
6 something. 318?
6'2", 322.
322, okay. Big boy.
Right, let me go back. True nose alignment. What team is that?
Is that Kentucky? Or is that by BYU again?
Oh, Lee Hunter made this O-line look bad. Big Citrus, I don't know, 63.
63 gave him a little work right there. 63 got a little. He did bust up the play, but he didn't make the tackle. But his boy didn't make the tackle either. It's
the type of play where good penetration. You got to control 63 a little bit better. Again, you're coming off playing a true nose tackle. You got to be that two gapper. So yes, you want to be able to play on the opposite line of scrimmage like he does, but have that ability to basically now right here it looks like he just committed too much. Exactly. Allowed 63 to move him. This is kind of what we're talking about with Lee Hunter, right? Or just with the nose guard. Is if you commit too much, it allows the center to now use the leverage against you. And now with the zone run scheme that everybody runs, the center wants you to do that. The lineman wants you to do it from the side. Yeah. I'm just going to ride your ass wherever you want to go. It's now up to my running back to cut off me.
To cut back, yeah.
And so this right here, yeah, you don't want too much leverage. See how he watch him fling his helmet one way too hard.
Yeah, instead of controlling him and then peeking.
It's too much. Now he doesn't where he just got himself in trouble is now that position right there doesn't allow him to take both hands, control both shoulders of 63. Now he has no control of 63.
Yeah.
Now 63 has all the control over him. 63 can flip his hip to the left, completely block him out. Ford does a very good job in his own run scheme. Break off of the 63's block. So this is not a good rep for Big Citrus.
Yeah, he committed to already. Yeah.
And he looks like he's walking away like he did something, to be honest with you.
He did. He's feeling himself.
I don't know about that, Big Citrus. Right here in the middle. We got a little slow motion. Good job working down the line scrimmage.
You're working down the line. Okay, good recognition.
Oh,
okay.
Look at that.
Good recognition.
We're going to go back to that one.
Is I like that.
If you're playing as a true nose,
yeah,
that's an impressive play out of a true nose.
Man, that's impressive. This is great recognition.
Great recognition.
And then to give chase too.
Good job. I'll go back. Good job seeing the screen action, the offensive line. When offensive linemen make your life a little too easy, that means something's happening.
Exactly. Some guys get too greedy though. Most guys get too greedy and make a beeline to the quarterback. You know, he's a part-time linebacker as we've seen earlier. So
That's a really good job. Not gonna lie, I like that quickness.
Yeah. Okay, again.
Shit, okay.
That's either great film study or just great recognition.
And I'd argue this is probably even better recognition because the action of the offensive line doesn't take him there.
Yeah.
The previous play, the action of the offensive line took him to the screen very early.
Yeah.
Where this play, the line doesn't take him there. Now he recognizes pass. The offensive line can definitely, you clearly see the offensive line drop into a pass set, but they don't. It's not a tell right away. He sniffs this thing out by himself. This is actually very impressive. I would actually deem this as a little bit more impressive than the previous one. But,
he didn't even engage. He didn't even try to engage anybody. He's like, okay, immediately. Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's against Utah too. Utah is a good team.
The offensive line clearly goes into a pass set right in front of him, and how he recognizes that is very impressive. Unless it's some sort of stunt happening, maybe that was a little bit of a stunt action for him because you can see that. Look at that left side end. That left side end crashes very hard.
I was like, he's the pick guy. Yeah.
So the stunt kind of carries him into the play, but it's still good recognition. It's not as impressive, but I won't take anything away from it. Good job.
I don't know, because the left end didn't even I mean, because usually you'd think a guy was try to. He didn't try to pick anybody. The left end looked like he made a beeline to the quarterback, just like he just took an inside path.
Yeah, I think because of the screen action, the guard and center, they don't see how they pass set away from him.
Yeah.
When they pass set away from him, and they're not getting the depth that they typically would. And so if 62 is a normal pass set, he would have just set straight back.
Yeah.
And that's when the edge could have picked him.
Could have picked him. Okay.
But it's still impressive. I don't take anything away from him. I do think the stunt itself kind of takes him into it, but
take him over there a little bit.
But still good recognition. Good job closing, and hey, you secured the tackle. So,
exactly. In an open field too.
Yeah.
On a running back. He's making number two's life a living hell.
It is, isn't it? He's a beast, man. I'm curious where he's going to go. God, yeah, he looks like he's got trouble in the middle.
Yeah, he does good work.
Good job getting skinny, kind of taking on the center, it looks like, and sheds off of him, keeps his gap integrity. He's able to make the play. Did we just see a swim with the opposite hand?
With the opposite hand.
Uh-oh.
I'm liking big citrus.
We see a swim with the right. Now we see a swim with the left.
Yep.
Oh, it was a left before. Now it's a right. Hey, okay. We got some versatility with this kid.
Exactly.
We go back to it.
Yeah, he about to do another arm over right there too. Looks like.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Run back.
The swim move. This is a good job taking on the down block. It's the next one. Right here. Good job holding your ground, taking on the down block. That's one of the hardest things for D linemen to be able to do is notice the down block and still be able to kind of sustain either your gap or your lane. You see how even when that guard tries to down block on him, he doesn't lose his gap or his lane. It's a good job. Keeping your level.
Really good job.
More Iowa.
Hey, good work.
Good job working down the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Yeah, Iowa State just played that really well too.
Look at this. Let me go back. That's really good feet right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the tackle that's next to him, his teammate that's next to him, number 66, 68 it looks like, he kind of stems late. He stems late inside, kind of gets in his way, and he's able to actually kind of maneuver his way
around him. Yeah.
That's just good feet. It's a good job.
And keep his eyes on the ball carry too, and maneuver, work through the trash. Yeah, that's good work. Stays on balance.
That was just a bad pass. Here's a true nose.
Oh, okay. He doubled back. Okay, he played the peekaboo, double, and then came back.
That's a good job. Yeah, that center looks like a big boy too.
Yeah, and is that Arizona State?
71 looks like a big boy.
Yeah, he did. Is that Arizona State?
Very good play. More true nose tackle.
Oh,
is that Arizona State? Again?
That's what I was trying to figure out. That's a different guy. And that's 70.
Extend him. extend them, sustain your gap. You can tell he's back in the backfield because that pulling lineman is the guard. Tackle.
Yeah, he's supposed to get supposed to get around him.
Man, that's what you want out of a nose guard or a big tackle. You drive your man so far back that you disrupt everything else, and he disrupts this pulling tackle to try to get to the block. Which, whenever that happens, you're freeing up some linebacker, you're freeing somebody else at the point of attack. It's a really good job.
Yeah, it's good work.
More Iowa film. Here we go. Starts late. All right, hey. He's right here on the left-hand side a little bit, right here, 98.
Yeah.
It's a good job.
Yeah.
All right. That's everything on Big Citrus. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Again, I don't know where he's supposed to go. Some mock drafts have him even falling to the third. I think there's a good chance he'll be in the second. We probably have to trade back to maybe get him, based on his value. I trade back in the second. I don't know if you get him. I don't know, Silver. Do you think it would be worth maybe getting him? Let's say Lee Hunter is off the board. Caden McDonald's off the board. Would you? This is an interesting question. If his game film looks that good, kind of consistently, but you also have Caleb Banks that has a broken foot, would you get a Big Citrus at 2, knowing that he's healthy, but he's got a really good upside? Or do you go with the Caleb Banks with a broken foot? Which way would you go with that? And then we'll get to the chat.
I'm probably going him. I just a bit somebody Caleb Banks like 327, right? Caleb Banks Don Corleone. That's what I'm calling Don Corleone. Somebody that big, like 327, I think 6'4", 327. Somebody that big with foot problems. Once you break something in your foot, that could start causing other problems. That just worries me. I'm probably going Big Citrus, but the upside with Caleb Banks is higher.
Definitely higher, without question. Let's see. Again, I have to watch the full game film on Dante Corleone just to kind of get an idea of who he is, to be honest. And again, it's about the body of work. If there are issues with him, either missing, if he's overly aggressive, I'll take overly aggressive because you can't teach aggressive. I'll take that. You can hone him down a little bit and make sure that he secures the tackle. So I'm not too concerned about that. I definitely want to take a look at what the body of work is. My take, Money Raiders, you're saying, do you think this league still could use an Adams or Wilfork type nose tackle?
Like a Sam Adams? Oh, yeah, it's big. I don't know Sam Adams. Vince Wilfork, yes.
Who's that?
Vince Wilfork, yeah.
Who is that big nose tackle for Green Bay? Gilbert.
Oh, dang. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
We were talking about him before. I think when we were talking about D tackles before, we talked about him, and I forget his name already.
Because I think I had Gilbert something, but then you had like Saragusa, those type of guys, So
yeah.
But do you think they can still serve a purpose around here in this day and age?
Yeah, so a guy like Vince still had a little bit of quickness to him. Sam Adams was just a big boy. Like Sam Adams or like big John Henderson, like those guys, you're not gonna see much of those guys anymore. Those guys are just rotational guys now. Like back in the day, those guys were like, they were valuable because it was more of a running league. But now, those guys are rotational guys.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's just purely rotational. I think what's really tough is the Vince Wilforks, the Tony Saragusas. Those guys were in an era where the run game was prominent. It was more of like a power run game. The zone run game really didn't hit the ground just yet.
Yeah.
And so
outside of Denver.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I think those guys were damn good prior to kind of like the zone run scheme, as well as just the more finesse style of offensive football. We're way too finesse now. Those guys, they were more of like when you could just ground and pound away, like with Adrian Peterson's back in the day and stuff like that. That's where those guys thrived, and they were a massive piece to a defense. Nowadays, you got to be able to move as a nose tackle. Those guys were just whole plungers where they were. So I just don't know. Severe, like you're saying, I think it's more situational. Because look, who's that big old boy? Watson. He was a Florida guy.
Oh yeah.
He was, I think, with UDFA. He went to the Bucks.
Yeah.
He was like 420 pounds as a defensive tackle. Like, I know that's not like Vince Wilfork. Vince Wilfork was wildly athletic for a big man, but I just don't know if those type of D tackles really have a role nowadays, just because of how athletic and finesse offenses have gotten, to be honest.
Ted Washington, that's another guy.
No, he said, guys, don't miss Big Mike's Raiders 30 Prospects 30 Days series. Okay. Hey, yeah, shout out to Big Mike. He's doing that. Shout out. Go check it out. Or at the very least, like I said before, right, we'll do our own film breakdown. We have our opinions. But at the end of the day, other people do film breakdowns. So it's good to get a different perspective at times. And so definitely go check out Mike's 30 Days, 30 Prospects.
Yeah, I think it's coming. I think the first one he's doing is Fernando.
Oh, is he now? I'll have to check in with that.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Jeff, what up, man? I hate you with that Raiders. Appreciate you throwing a super chat out there, man.
1 month.
You're saying, oh shit, 1 month from today, we be in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm gonna be there on Wednesday. So dang, it's exactly 1 month, but I'm gonna be flying it on Wednesday. I'm actually, Jeff, I think you're going to an event on Wednesday. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably gonna go check out the draft location and just get an idea of where we want to set up and just post up. So I'm gonna go check out the draft location, and then I'm gonna stock up. I'm gonna hit my guys Severe as well as Chris and be like, hey, I wanna see where we're gonna post up, and might have to do a little bit of alcohol run on Wednesday. I'm just saying. Get ready for that trade back.
The celebration after the trade back.
Right. Appreciate you throwing super. Quirk saying he looked like me out there. I got sacks though. I shot you. Bueno, you're like, hey, you liking it? All right.
Yeah, man. Big citrus.
Yeah.
I'd seen some highlights early, so he's a guy that was on my radar early on, but I never really sat down and watched him a lot. But yeah, that is
big citrus, right? Okay, we got a couple more. What up, Chris? What's going on, man? Jeff, you're saying 61 for BYU, getting his name sticky. Make sure you never get this kid. He is terrible. Yeah, DK. I think he's. I don't know, honestly. I see it all over the place.
Yeah.
Where he's actually projected at Severe. Where do you think he might end up going?
I've seen second, but I've also seen like early third. So it just depends on. I guess it just depends on how the board falls. So it only takes one team.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It takes one team. Space Beast, DK. Bueno, you looked him up. Projected second or fourth round. Space Beast, early fourth to end of fourth. He's probably a 3-tech nose guard, mainly a run stopper. I think he's more athletic than Hunter, though. We saw it, and he's got two different swim moves too.
Exactly.
Surfer Bob in the building. What's going on, man? What is happening? Appreciate you just popping in. You always got to get your words in. I appreciate you.
He agrees with you now, though. We got to save this. Oh,
we did? Hold on. Okay. Just your first second. Just wanted to say I finally agree with the 805 dude. Fernando sucks. I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know how serious I can take it, but I will take that. Let's see. Space Beast. And I'm targeting Chris Johnson, cornerback, receiver, or safety at 36. All right, cool. DK saying Citrus looks like he's more consistent than not. The old line to the spot they're trying to get to where he needs to, and controls them when he needs to. He might be our pick second or third if available. Now, remember, just make sure go look at the body of work. Right? I'm just showing highlights. So his highlights look good and they're good for a reason, but definitely go look at the body of work. You might definitely see just some concerns if you look at the body of work. There's always a reason why they're dropping a little bit. So,
yeah.
All right, let's see. All right, well, let's see. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get to the next one really quick. Do me a huge favor, guys. If you guys have a question or a comment to what we're looking at, hit that hit that hashtag Raiders. It helps me. It helps me. Find your comment because I just saw this comment. And your name is wild to start out with. Okay, so we're gonna start with that one. But you must have subscribed because you in the comment section.
Exactly.
All right, appreciate you. And is this on my channel? All right,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got snipers over on mine. So
yeah, okay. So we're putting them in timeout at the very least. You're in timeout for now.
Yeah, Jeff, you got Jefferson yours, all right?
Yeah, but I don't have any goddamn moderators. Like, that's my goddamn problem.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, okay, I thought Jeff looks like Jeff has a wrench.
Yeah, but I think he's on yours right now.
Oh, he's on mine right now. Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's where I'm seeing him at. Okay, you probably don't have any moderators then. I thought he was on yours.
I gotta get on that. Damn it, Jeff. I think I'm gonna give you one, Jeff. I got it. We'll figure it out. Delafante, you're saying give Mendoza a 1 through 100 Madden grade. Oh God, I think someone already gave the grade. Francis the Sith. Mendoza will be a 67 on Madden.
Oh. I was gonna be more. I was gonna give him a 71, but yeah, all right, Francis the Fifth. I'll roll with that.
I'll roll with that, Francis. I'm not gonna lie. 67 is not bad. And maybe you just put 6-7 in that way.
maybe right. Maybe it's a joke.
That's what you're doing. All right, a couple more. We're gonna go to maybe some of the later round guys. Okay, so real quick, Chris McClellan. It's a guy that I've actually been watching for a little bit. I'm kind of a fan of this kid. I'm not gonna lie. And so, again, later round guy. He's a day 3 guy, so he's not gonna flash like crazy. Okay, but if we decide to maybe address corner, maybe a receiver in the second round, and we kind of wait a little bit, we're gonna go over a couple guys that might be some later round guys. We're gonna go through it real quick. One guy to kind of keep on your radar. Chris McClellan. He's 6'4", 315 pounds. 6'4", what comes with that, sometimes he can play with a high pad level, which is a little difficult. He gets a little high. Again, offensive lineman kind of control him a little bit. He can get scoop blocked or reached at times. And again, this is kind of a Thomas Booker thing. We saw it last year. Thomas Booker, he's just his first step at times can be very quick, but he doesn't read the offensive line in front of him very well. So he gets scoop blocked. He can get reached very easily. I also think McClellan, because of his overall size, he thinks his brute strength is gonna do the job. I just don't think he uses his hands as well as he can. But the flashes that you see are damn good, and you can take a risk on really good flashes when you talk about a day 3 guy in the 5th round or late 4th round if you trade back. So Chris McClellan, a guy from Missouri, kind of take a look at him. We'll kind of go through his we're going to go through his highlights. And I'm just going to kind of rip through them because we got a couple late rounders we can go through. And so, guys, hit that hashtag Raiders. Let me know what your thoughts are on this kid. But I do like him if we decide to wait and just have a true nose guard as a situational kind of player. So, again, good job just to sustain his gap a little bit.
Okay, I like the violent hands. See,
So-
watching this, you appreciate the quickness of Dominic Big Citrus that much more.
Yeah. So it's a really good move, right? But
Yeah, that's a really good move.
he kind of gets upright throughout the box a little bit, and you kind of see that at times.
Okay.
but you struggle. Like he could two gap very, very well. You struggle to move him backwards. It's kind of what you want of a true nose tackle. I mean, but he's big and he's strong.
Yeah.
I mean, right here, two hands, just drop the man back.
He's moving with ease too.
He's got enough quickness to kind of get around. I like the bend he shows here.
You know, the goal line. Oh, right there, yeah. 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 Yeah, he's able to dip that shoulder a little bit. I don't know if I like that rep.
So this is where, again, that 6'4" is tough, right? Who was it, Dre, that said it? Low man wins.
Yeah.
You see this at times. Again, he's going to be a later round guy, so you definitely see at times it's a little bit of a struggle. But then there's flashes where his athleticism kind of just comes out of nowhere. This right here, again, can he use his hands a little bit better? I think he can. I think he has to. He's got to learn. I'll go back. Right here. Don't let this lineman get in your body so much. Use your hands a little bit better.
Ooh. See, that's Thomas Booker situation right there.
That is a Thomas Booker situation.
Okay.
But he's a big body. He's going. If you can get a good defensive lineman coach to kind of sharpen up a little bit of what he does, damn near triple team right there.
Yeah.
He's got some athleticism around him. So again, I'm thinking definitely a back end D3 guy. If we're missing on some nose guards or if we're missing on some bigger defensive tackles, to me, I feel like Chris McClellan, if he drops to like a 6th round, I'd take a shot on him in the 6th round possibly.
Yeah.
Chat, let me know if there's some late day 3 guys that you like. I'm gonna switch it up. There's another guy, Nick Barrett from, I believe it's South Carolina.
I think Keenan is a guy that's gonna probably go late. There's another tackle from Clemson, Peter Wood's teammate. I don't know where it go now. I think he was projected to go late early on, but I think if he didn't run the fastest 40 at defensive tackle, he ran like the 2nd fastest. He had a good workout at the combine. I forget his name, but I think that his workout at the combine might push him up draft boards. I forget his name. So I don't remember his name, but he had a really good workout at the combine.
Oh.
Yeah, that is like DeMonte Capehart.
DeMonte Capehart, okay.
He had a really good workout at the combine, and I think that might put it. But I think before he was projected as a later round guy. Now, after the workout, don't know where he might get pushed up to the 3rd.
So what up, Raquel? In the building, what's going on, man? Raider Nation top 10. Caleb Banks round 4. If Caleb Banks falls to round 4, that is wild.
Yeah. If he falls to round 3, take him round 3. I don't even let him get the 4.
The upside in round 3 is there. And I think it is difficult, because I think there's no question that Caleb Banks would be a day 1 starter. If he's a day 1 starter if his foot's fine. So if his foot's fine, even in 3, you're still getting a day 1 starter. 4, that's like my Shedeur Sanders talk, right? I had a 3rd round grade on Shedeur Sanders, but the moment that he passed the 4th round, when he was sitting there in the 4th round, I was like, holy shit, we need a quarterback, we need a project. 4th round is where you can snag a guy that has high upside. That might be a project. And that's what I thought Shedeur Sanders was a project. I would have pulled the trigger in the 4th round. Man, Caleb Banks is crazy. Rick, y'all, Zane Durant. Yeah, Zane Durant. I think he's the Penn State kid. A little undersized, but I think he's got some very good quickness to him. He's feisty, man.
I think Corleone gonna go earlier, man. I think Corleone gonna go earlier than people think. Yeah. I've heard, like I said, I've heard some people bring up Corleone. You gotta watch out for him. And so I haven't taken a look at him yet, but from what they're saying, he's a big guy, but he's athletic, he's disruptive. So if he's as athletic as people are saying he is,
Okay, next guy, Nick Barrett, real quick. We're gonna go ahead and share the screen. All right, Nick Barrett. I'll give you some quick notes on this kid. Again, 6'3", 320 pounds, so definitely got the height. 320 pounds, good weight, true nose tackle. He kind of borderline on that weight. You might want your nose tackle as long as they can move well, maybe a little bit heavier, but 312 is good enough. Good enough. Some people will say he's got a slow first step more often than not. He definitely has flashes. Again, we're just looking at highlights, so you're going to see it a little bit better. But they're saying that he's got a little bit of a slow first step at times. He lacks additional moves. So, again, he might just have a bull rush. He's a little bit one-dimensional. They do say that he flashes really well, but the majority of his tape is a little bit of a struggle at times. So this guy, again, might be a late day 3 guy. If he is, maybe you got to keep on your radar. If you missed on some of the early round D tackles, maybe you take a flyer on this guy. Again, 6th, 7th round, bro. It's just projects. It's projects at this point.
That point, yeah.
Guys that have high upside. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts are on Nick Bennett. We're going to go through, again, just the highlights. Take it for what it's worth. Definitely do your research. And it's a good rep. But watch, this is when I said a slow first step. Look at this. This first step is very slow. Watch this.
Oh.
Very slow first step. So in the first rep, you see it.
Yeah.
But I've watched a little bit of his games. And you can tell, like, he just does a really good job of just sustaining the line of scrimmage at times. So, you know, this is
okay.
Just
As you know, I'll show you slow first step. My 4th and my 5th, though.
But he's strong, though. Like that right there.
Yeah. You show me his hell, guy. Yeah, got it.
Like a down block on him from a tackle, and he can still bench press him into the backfield. That just shows just his strength overall.
With ease.
Yeah. So he's definitely got a slow first step.
Yeah.
But he's strong.
He's strong.
Show some quickness right there.
Yeah. Yeah, look, you seen the guys, this arm over move is
Little swim move action.
Yeah, these interior guys loving that.
So this one's a good rep for him.
Yeah.
Missed tackle. But again, you're evaluating him as a late round guy.
Yeah, man. He bench press that guy.
Let me go back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You may not finish it, but to be able to kind of sustain the line of scrimmage there on the goal line. One thing, Severe, you always know I point out when we break down game film is I want to know what mentality you have on the goal line. What kind of player are you on the goal line? D tackle, edge rusher, linebacker, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see, he's got that mentality.
Yeah.
I'm coming at you.
Gotta make that play by accident.
He gets worked a little bit by this tackle. Does a good job of moving down the line of scrimmage, kind of sustaining at least his run lane a little bit. But yeah, he gets worked by the tackle, which isn't great.
Yeah.
I want to see him to be able to kind of get off of that as soon as the running back commits. Get off of it. It's where he tries that arm over move. Look at the very end. This is where he gets caught. Right tail end tries to get that arm over.
Yeah, and then he loses all his balance or whatever leverage he had.
Bats the ball down. Works his way inside. This is a good
right there. Yeah.
If you can get more of this, that's a good project in the 6th or 7th round.
Yeah. You like that. The violence too.
Good job, just kind of bull rushing his way into the backfield.
Look at that throw by Trinidad, man. That guy makes that catch. Oh my God.
He's a big boy. He's
a big, yeah. He's a
good D-line coach. Could be a serviceable rotational piece. That's kind of what you're looking for in the later rounds.
Yeah. For the value, I mean, you know, it'd be good value later on.
Good job working through the double team here on the next one.
Yeah.
There are some more later round guys that we definitely take a look at. This is a good rep as well. Take on that guard.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes inside. Track down that runner. Detach and make the play. Good job running with the offensive lineman. I think the flashes are there to at least keep him in the consideration. That's a really good job right there.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, shit, you never know, because D tackles sometimes not everybody runs a 3-4. These guys might even go undrafted at times. I don't think Nick Barrett will go undrafted, but they will slip because not everybody runs a 3-4 system.
Yeah.
Look for maybe a nose guard type. So these guys might slip. Good job just tracking down the ball carrier. Last one, and we have one more player to take a look at. That's a good job. I'll take this rep. Okay, go up to the big screen. We'll go one more player. That one's Nick Barrett from South Carolina. Maybe kind of keep a lookout for him if he continues to fall and if we don't address the nose guard or the nose tackle situation. Again, guys, let me know in the comment section if you guys have any late round D tackles that you might be looking for. Oh, my bad.
And I was looking at that just to start you by with the first step. I know.
Oh God, yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. What are we doing with JJ Pegues? He's working. I mean,
I think what makes it difficult is we ran a 4-3 scheme last year, and you drafted based on a 4-3 scheme. And so that is the question. Like I know JJ Pegues is on the bigger side. How big is JJ Pegues?
I want to say it was like 320, something like that.
I'm gonna look real quick because can JJ Pegues? I know.
Yeah, I think I thought it was like 320 something.
I'm looking real quick. Okay, yeah, 6'2", 325.
Okay, that's right in the wheelhouse right there. That's right in the wheelhouse.
Could happen. You know what I'm saying? You could use JJ Pegues. You don't have to necessarily Now, JJ, he's a 6th rounder. So what you have in a JJ Pegues, we don't know. He played okay with the opportunities that he had last year. So are you going to rely on JJ Pegues being that guy? If you want to run a true nose tackle, is he possibly the guy? I just don't see us putting that much. I don't think it's like that much faith in him being able to run it. I don't know. Spirit, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it makes you think about it. You know, it depending on what he's looking like. You know, I'm sure he's around a team facility. Maybe it keeps you from taking a guy in the second, maybe even the third, and maybe it pushes you toward a guy like, you know, like this guy, or like if Caleb Banks continues to fall, maybe you're more willing to wait for some of these later round guys. I think Mizzou has a guy, you know. I think Ole Miss has a guy, some later round guys. You know, I think that guy from Alabama, somebody brought up earlier, I think he's supposed to be a later round guy as well. So maybe with JJP Keys on the roster, you don't necessarily have to reach for the position. You can kind of, let the board play out, and if a guy falls to you, then you can kind of pounce on him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree. So we're gonna go one last guy. All right, and this guy is a Georgia Tech guy. I think some people have him in the 6th. I think there's a good chance he's going to end up being an undrafted free agent. If he ends up in the 7th or possibly an undrafted free agent for myself, I definitely want to take a shot at him. And so, I'm going to show the screen. Georgia Tech guy. His name is Jordan Vandenberg. Jordan Vandenberg out of Georgia Tech.
I think you brought this guy up before.
What?
Did you bring this guy up before?
No, I haven't.
Did you mention him to me and Chris?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just came across this guy like 2 days ago, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
So I'll go ahead and share the screen. Now, is he a true, like zero tech type of guy? Is he a true nose guard? No, not necessarily. But again, as UDFA, you might be able to find just guys that are projects that can develop into something. But he's from Georgia Tech. I just kind of came across some of his game film and said, man, if he becomes a UDFA or even a 7th rounder, I think we have 2 7th round picks. Get him with the last one if you don't want him to go into the open market as a UDFA. So again, think of it this way, or just look at one while you're watching this. It's more of a 7th rounder UDFA guy.
Okay.
He's cut some quickness to him off the line of scrimmage.
How big is he?
So I think he's 6'2", like 300 pounds.
Okay. I say he's not moving like a true nose.
Yeah, but I mean, you see, like, just the effort on this play.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
I'll take the effort all day long. Again, 7th rounder. Possible UDFA, because they're saying that he's possibly going to drop just because he is pretty undersized.
Yeah.
Takes on the double team.
Okay. Oh, takes the double team right there too. Beats him. Oh, I gotta make that tackle though. But
he's got his own little bag.
Yeah. Okay. I like the move. It's a $1 million move, $10 finish.
But he's got some flashes, and I'm just sitting there going, okay. If he ends up being trying to throw a little spin move in his bag.
I say hit him with a little spin right there. All right.
So again, not a whole lot on him. All right. Again, people are saying could be a projected 7th rounder, maybe a UDFA. Not a whole lot when it comes to just highlights, because we're just looking at highlights right now. So again, like I said, take it for what it's worth. But from Georgia Tech, Jordan Vandenberg.
All right.
Maybe he's a guy that we want to take a look at. 7th round.
Bring him into camp. Let him compete. He's a guy that's going, and if nothing else, he's a guy. Looks like a guy that's going to raise the temperature. Right? He's going to be out there working. So if you're not out there working, he gonna make you look bad. So he's one of those people that maybe not all the talent in the world, but he's gonna. You see the effort there. You see some quickness there. You see some little bit of hand usage there. You saw some ankle flexibility. How he's able to, get straight down the line of scrimmage, and make that tackle. Like there's some things there that 7th round, UDFA. And maybe it gets to a point where if you think he's gonna, maybe you aren't able to get him in the 7th, or maybe you aren't able to get him as a UDFA, just take him in the 7th. Just to secure him and to bring him into camp.
Yeah, I'm with you. Shackdown, what's going on, bud? Appreciate you, man, popping up in. And hey, can't wait for Bakersfield, man. It's gonna be fun. It's for fun. You can't have 4 burgers in the team.
Oh, don't worry. One of them's going to be in the UFL soon.
I mean, one of them's out.
One of them will be in the UFL very soon. I think we all know which one it is.
Oh man, he might be back. Well, no, if coach is back in here. Rick, you're saying Cam McDonald should be priority for us. I did, but if just remember, Rick, because I think Caden McDonald's going to be a first rounder. If he ends up being a first rounder, you take Mendoza one, then you have no shot. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And this is where I think it sucks. Is we have the 4th pick in the 2nd round.
Exactly.
Stupid ass win. Everybody, we could all love the win against KC. I get it, right? We beat KC. That's great. Yeah. But I would have loved to have that 1st pick in the 2nd round. That's what's great about it. Having the 1st pick in the 2nd round is everything. Not only that, if you want to jump from that 1st pick in the 2nd round to the last pick in first with Seattle, because Seattle doesn't have very many draft picks this year. You don't have to give up a whole lot if you want to jump into the 1st just to grab somebody to get them on a 5th-year contract. You jump up there to get the D-line. You jump up to get a number 1 receiver with a 5th-year contract. Those are, or maybe it's even an offensive tackle. You want to jump up. If an offensive tackle drops, you want to jump up into the 1st and grab them so that you can get them on a 5th-year contract if they work out. Being in that 1st pick in the 2nd round, being in that position is money. Exactly. We all want to beat Kansas City.
Yeah, because there, and what makes that pick so valuable is that there are going to be teams who have guys at that pick that they're looking to move up. So it also makes you a little bit of a player in trade discussions too, because there are going to be some guys that are 1st round worthy. They're going to be available right there just because they slipped a little bit or because somebody, another position was more valuable. So you can get a lot of action off that 1st pick in the 2nd round. So they could potentially, net you some extra mid-round picks as well. So not like saying we can't do it in the 4th, but when you're in that 1st spot, you get all the action. So overnight, teams are kind of resetting their boards, looking at who's left, who's available. Do they want to risk a guy like Carson Schlesinger last year was the guy? I think he was the 1st pick in the 2nd round, defensive rookie of the year, right? So I'm sure some teams would have loved to move it up for that. So I think, and especially with round 2 being on the 2nd day now, I think it just makes it just changes the dynamics of that 2nd round.
Yeah, absolutely. It really does. And so because now you can literally go back to the drawing board after day 1 and exactly what's there. Now you're waiting. I think we have the 4th pick in the 2nd round, so we have 3 teams picking before us. So now you're trying to figure out, do you trade up a little bit? Because if there's a guy you want, you need to go get. Yeah. Like a lot of people are saying, Cam McDonald. Like if he's sitting there, now you have to trade up to possibly go get him. Man, if we were sitting there, man.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Is Tim Keenan the 3rd from Banna any good?
He's a big guy. He's big boy too. I think he's like a true 1 tech, true nose, 0 tech.
He is. He's big, and I watched him a little bit. I didn't do a deep dive. I watched him a little bit, and I feel like I probably wouldn't pull the trigger on someone like that until the 5th round.
Yeah,
because he's very one-dimensional. He's a big boy. He's gonna. Yeah. I think he can hold down the middle, but the problem is that's it. I don't see him getting the sideline very well. I don't see him being able to kind of be athletic to kind of produce a pass rush, and so I think he's very one-dimensional. But he's a big boy. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if I would pull the trigger before the 5th, to be honest, with the amount of needs that we have in the position. So that's kind of where I have him. But I haven't done a deep dive. I'll definitely do more research as we kind of roll through. Let's see. Assassin's Creed. What up, man? Appreciate you. Sacktown. Yes. Severe is that's the plan. All gonna be trying to be in Bakersfield, man. Shout out to you. Assassin. Bakersfield is May 16th. May 16th, man. If you want all the information, go to Raiders Crusaders on IG. He's the one that puts it together. Go hit him up. I'll continue to kind of give more information on this channel as we get closer to the event. but we'll be at the draft. Jeff, if only we could figure out a way to get the 14th pick. Oh, hey, we can get the 16th back. We can get the 16th.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still hurt.
I know. Appreciate you.
My guy.
Let's see. Rick L. Another going to look at Christian Miller in the second. Okay. Definitely try to take a look at that. Christian Miller. Man. DK, damn. Jordan Tice's hamstring hasn't healed totally yet. He can't participate in his pro day. Do you draft him in the second round if he falls that far? Will Johnson-esque?
I'm pulling the trigger. I'm pulling the trigger all day, every day. Soft tissue injuries are worrisome. You worry about soft tissue injuries. They have a habit of getting re-injured a lot, you know, and they're very tricky because if you try to come back too early, you can that's probably why he's just not taking the chance and participating in his pro day, because if you try to come back from a soft tissue injury too early, they have a really high risk of re-aggravating that injury. So you got to really sit down until they're completely healed. But yeah, I'm taking them, man. The second round, I'm pulling the trigger for sure.
I'm going to give you my answer on that right now. But Riot, you said, I know he's not a nose, but have you watched Landon Robinson from Navy? So someone else said that name earlier. Have not. And I got it written down. I'll definitely take a look at him. You're the second person to mention that name. So DK, going back to Jordan Tyson, what's really tough about the Jordan Tyson evaluation is I think without the injury history, he is without question the number one receiver in this draft. I like Cardinal Tate a lot.
Yeah.
I think Jordan Tyson is probably the most well-rounded and put-together receiver in this draft. Again, minus the injuries, I think he's number one. You just cannot overlook his injury history. That's what's tough. And if he does fall to the second, I think I would pull the trigger. I think you almost have to, given the fact that we need a number one receiver. But I'm going to hold my breath for the next 3 seasons.
Yeah.
In hoping that he does not get hurt. Like that's what makes it so difficult, because you could either get a top 5 receiver in the league or a wasted pick. Like that's what you risk. And I think that's why there might be a chance that he drops. I don't think he drops the second. I think the farthest he drops is the mid-20s. I think that's the farthest.
Yeah.
But and that's only if his medical history just doesn't check out for some team.
Yeah, because does Buffalo still have a first-round pick this year?
No, because they traded a second for DJ Moore. So I think they still have a 1.
Still have 1. Yeah. Oh, okay, they traded a second for DJ Moore. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah, so Buffalo probably doesn't pull the trigger.
The teams that can pull the trigger on a receiver, I think, that are kind of later, I think the Bucs can.
Oh, yeah, Mike Evans gone.
Need one because they got rid of Mike Evans. I know they have Emeka Buka.
Yeah.
They also, Chris Godwin is kind of on his way out, or he could be injured. So
yeah,
and give more weapons to Baker Mayfield. I just don't see him getting out of the first because you got Patriots.
Oh yeah. I don't see him making it past the Patriots.
Exactly. So I just don't see a world where he's available in the second round, and that's how you have to pick him if we go Mendoza number 1. But if he gets there, I think I have to pull the trigger. But you run that risk. You either get a top 5 receiver potentially, or it's an absolute waste of a second round pick because he's going to be injury riddled with that stuff. So that'll be tough. All right. Last couple of ones, and we're going to get up out of here, man. We've been on here for a minute. When you see the Raiders, and what up, fellas? I work just across the street from the Raiders training facility in Hendo. So I see the players from time to time. Everyone is hyped. Max is back. We're going to kill the draft. Hey, all right. When you see Raider, I don't know if you're still up in here. I can look out my window and see the practice facility. So we're right by each other, big dog. Hit me up on on IG _805 Raider, and I'll hit you up because we do a lot of Raider stuff around here, Raider events, just get-togethers. Me, Ginslinger, Fu Chris, Lunatic Raider, we'll all get together and watch a game and just chill out. So hit me up on IG _805 Raider, man. I'll hit you up if you want to link up and watch some Raider stuff, man. Shout out to you. So let's see. Okay, Sacktown. What do the two of you think about Lee Hunter from Texas Tech at 36? We just kind of broke down his highlights, not his game film, his highlights. Severe, give Sacktown real quick, just a breakdown of Lee Hunter.
I mean, we saw him. We saw Lee Hunter, man. We saw what Lee Hunter did to BYU. There's a lot there to like about him, but you know, it just with the depth of the position in this draft class. You know, do you pull the trigger on him at 36? Because I think he's a damn good player, and I think he's worthy of a second round pick. But you know, with the depth of position, we just looked at some guys that might be available a little bit later. Do we go that direction in the second round? I don't know. I don't know. But me personally, like, you know, I've been saying Lee Hunter in the second round for quite some time. I wouldn't mind us doing it at all. But I don't know if that's the direction the Raiders do end up going.
Yeah, so I like Lee Hunter. I do. Again, I actually, for myself, I'm thinking of a different route than nose tackle in the second round because, again, it kind of what I said in the beginning is in a 3-4 scheme, you can maneuver your fronts. You don't always have to sit in a 3-4 with a true zero tech all the time. A lot of the 3-4 defenses, they will do that. And I don't know what Robbie Leonard is going to do. Now, if we want a true nose guard, I do think there's guys kind of after 32 that you can take a flyer on if they're just a situational zero tech. But if we went 36, if we did go nose tackle 36, I would not be mad at Lee Hunter. Let's put it that way. Would not be mad if we did it. That means that we are utilizing a zero technique probably 80% of the time, and then we're adjusting outside of that. So would not mind if we did get Lee Hunter at 36. But I think that will definitely give us an indication on the type of 3-4 we're running. Last couple. Boy, Joe Straight, what's going on, man? Hypothetical. If you don't pick Mendoza first overall and you're forced to still pick first, who do you pick? A very interesting question. Chat, do you think there's anybody else in this draft that's worthy of a number one overall pick in this draft? We didn't go Mendoza for whatever reason. Chat, let me know. Severe, I'm going to give you a very this is a very good indication that this is just not the best draft class overall. Mendoza right now is the consensus number one overall, not because he's the number one player in the draft. It's because we are picking number one and we have a quarterback need, and he's consensus overall number one quarterback. I don't know if there's anybody else worth the number one in this draft, to be honest with you. Because can we all agree that if you pick somebody number one overall, you think that he is a potential Hall of Famer? That's what you want. Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love. You pick someone number one overall, you're hoping that they're going to be a future Hall of Famer. You're hoping that they're going to be the best player to basically play that position for your franchise moving forward. I just don't think there's a player in this draft with the number one overall pick. I'm going to piss off a lot of people in the chat, and I know you're not going to like it, but I just hate the fact that I do think that Fernando Mendoza, as it relates to the number one overall, I think he's just overrated. I don't think he's worth a number one overall pick. But I also don't think there's anybody else. Like, the closest I would say to a number one.
Jaffer Murphy out of Texas San Antonio, I think. He ran a 4.5 too as a kicker. He kicked it like 70 yards.
Teams love a 40 time. Chat, do you think there's anybody else? I maybe think I don't know, man. I don't know who else I'd pick at number one if if I didn't go Mendoza at one. Maybe I would go.
Oh, you know what?
Maybe I'd go Mauanoa. But again, I don't think he's worth a number one. But then you don't set yourself up to possibly get a quarterback, right? Then you're truly waiting next year for a quarterback. Most likely. Because unless Ty Simpson makes it to the second, which I'm not sure if he'll get there. The only other guy, and I think some people are talking about it, they're saying Caleb Banks. Oh, I'm not Caleb Banks. Sorry, Caleb Downs.
No.
Possibly. Raidernation 510, you already said it. Jeremiah Love. Rick L, you're saying Caleb Downs and Love are the best players. Jeff, you're saying Reese.
Arvell Reese. Yeah.
But again, I think it's tough because because of everything we did, I don't know if I'd pick him at this point. Because I think linebacker is a luxury pick at this point.
Well, they think Arvell Reese is kind of he plays off-ball linebacker at Ohio State, but he's going to be like a pass rusher in the NFL. He's like a Micah. He's going to be like a Micah.
And I don't know if we need that right now.
Yes, we paid Kuntz, we paid Max. Well, we got Max back, unless their plan is to trade Max again.
It's first rounders for Max. So I don't know where Arvell Reese becomes a day one. Like he would be a day one starter, but I don't know where the value is there based on all the other needs that we have. You got Greg Larry. You're saying Sony Styles.
Sonny Styles.
I know I've said it once before. I'm really afraid that Sony Styles is. I think he's going to be good, but is he worth like a top 3 pick, like some people are saying? Because when you go look at his tape, you can tell that he's not a true linebacker. He's a former safety, and his natural instincts, like his pure athleticism, helps him make up for what his where he lacks at a true linebacker position. He's sometimes very late on his read, but because he's fast and quick, he makes up for it. He's going to be able to do that in the NFL. And so I just don't know if and this is for me, I just don't know if he'd be worth like a top 3 or top 5 pick. I think his combine helped him. And when a combine helps you, you tend to get yourself in trouble by overdrafting somebody. Because go back and look at his tape. His instant reaction, his instant reads aren't very quick. And if you're slow in college football, that might hurt you in the NFL because the NFL is 10 times faster.
Yeah.
So that's just a concern I have. I'm not saying he's going to be bad. That's just a concern that I have. Sacktown, you're on the trade back as well. Raidernation 510, you got offensive line.
I'll let you guys know, 805 really wants to say Ty Simpson. He's scared to say it. He's like, we can't draft Mendoza. We have to pick the quarterback number 1. He wants to say Ty Simpson. He wants to say it.
But I don't even. I would only take Ty Simpson on a trade back. That's the. Like that's
But we can't trade back. That's the thing.
I know.
We can't.
So I would be like, I need to get Ty Simpson in the second at this point, right? Because it's Fernando Mendoza or Ty Simpson plus 2 additional first rounders. I'll take Ty Simpson plus 2 additional first rounders any day of the week over Mendoza. But would I take Ty Simpson number 1 overall? Like I couldn't even get myself to do it, even though I think Ty Simpson could be a really good quarterback in the National Football League. I don't know if I could even get myself to take him out 1. So that's where I struggle with that. Now, in all honesty, I think the only player that I'd probably end up taking at number 1, and it kind of goes back to what I look at when I take a player round 1. I look at the positions that demand the highest salary cap space. Because if you can get a top 5 player at that position on a 5th-year contract, you have a bargain for the next 5 years. It's quarterback, receiver, left tackle, defensive end, edge rusher, cornerback. You can get one of those in the first round, especially very early on a rookie contract with the 5th year. I'm doing it all day, every day. If I potentially think I can get a top 5 player.
So it sounds like you're leaning Tate.
I think I'm leaning Carnell Tate. I think Carnell Tate has, I don't know if he could be a top 5, but I think he could be a top 10 receiver in the National Football League. That's probably where I'd go. If I could get Carnell Tate on a rookie contract with a 5th-year option, and then at some point pair him up with a good quarterback.
Oh, man.
We're all, I don't care. We're all never going to live this down, all right? With GNT and everything, God damn it. But honestly, I think that, I don't know, this offensive tackle draft is fairly deep. I think you can still get a good offensive tackle if you need one in the second round. I'm really curious what we do with your boy Charles Grant. You know, if Colton Miller isn't going to be if Colton Miller is going to lock down this left side, which he's going to for the next 2 years minimum, I'm like, shit. Why don't you? If DJ Glaze is struggling, why not put Charles Grant over on the right side and see if he can get some work in and just get some experience on the field. You know, moving from left to right, it's difficult. It's not easy, but you still get the understanding of what it takes to play tackle in the NFL. And so just start to get the reps and get some competition behind DJ Glaze. I don't know. That's kind of where I'd go, to be honest. If I was forced to pick number 1, I'm going Carnell Tate, number 1. And that's, if you're holding a gun to my head and I have to pick number 1, I'm going Carnell. All right, saying to me, Downs is the best player. Severe. I don't know if did you say who you take number 1 if it wasn't Mendoza? My bad. I talked way too much.
I haven't said Chet. To me, I'm probably going Arvell Reese. It's tough between, if we didn't do everything we did at linebacker, like if we didn't grab Quay Walker, I'll probably go Sonny Styles there. And just use him as a chess piece, move him all over the place. I think that's what teams will do with him. Because I think like, Sonny Styles can legit play. Sonny Styles can be Taron Johnson, or he can be, you know, a linebacker for you. You know, I think he can do all of those things for you because I think he's that athletically gifted. But you know, with us doing the work we did this offseason, picking up Taron Johnson, picking up Quay Walker, and Nakobe Dean, I think I'll go Arvell Reese. And, you know, with the Raiders anticipating that we may move Max, you know, sometime later this offseason once he's healed or sometime during the season. Yeah.
So we're going to go through just a couple more. Then we're going to get out of here. We've been on here for over 3 hours, man. I appreciate everybody talking with us. Raid Nation 510, you're saying trade down. You're saying trade down from 1. I think I'm seeing it more and more that people are okay with the trade down, which is really interesting. Joe Blanco, 5, I see you in here. I appreciate you rocking with us. And Mendoza's franchise quarterback, don't overthink it. We're going to break down Fernando Mendoza. And Jeff, you're egging him on. You're stirring the pot. I see what you're doing there. Fellas are fun. Isaiah Simmons, very interesting. But Joe Blanco, you're saying and has good mechanics. He does. But my reason for trading back isn't overthinking it. I'm doing my homework, and I'm going to give you plenty of reasons why I would trade back.
Time out. Joe said he's a franchise quarterback because he has all the intangibles and he has good mechanics. But then he just said that Ty Simpson is Kenny Pickett, but Ty Simpson has all the intangibles and he has good mechanics. like you can't. Come on, like that can't be your reason for picking the guy. Like, he has good intangibles and he has good mechanics. But then say another guy who has those exact same traits and exact same qualities and say, oh well, he's Kenny Pickett.
Well, but Joe, you're saying Goff is his floor. No. Goff is his absolute ceiling, and quarterbacks usually don't hit their ceiling. And so I think Goff is his absolute ceiling. Goff as his floor, I think, is a little wild. He didn't even show an ounce at Indiana what Goff shows in the NFL. or even when he played at Cal. Goff showed that he could be a pure passer. Mendoza does not show he could be a pure passer. So very different. Very, very different. Goff could be his absolute floor, but again, most quarterbacks don't hit their or Goff could be his absolute ceiling. Most quarterbacks don't hit the ceiling. But again, I will do a deep dive, trust me. But back to your comment of Ty Simpson, I said this on the live around 3 weeks ago. The more and more I watch Ty Simpson, I think Ty Simpson is a Brock Purdy. That's my comparison to it. And so that's just my comparison. Rick Yell, Francis Mongo, offensive tackle, Miami should be the top pick. If you aren't drafting Mendoza, I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't think he's worth the number one, but I wouldn't be mad at it because you're building the trenches, and we could have one of the meanest offensive lines. If we trade back, let's do this. If we trade back with the Jets, at that point, I would take Francis Mongoa at number 2 and make this offensive line the nastiest we've seen. And then I'd go Ty Simpson at 16. If we get that second and 16, that's what I would do. That's my plan. And then address everything else, and I get an additional first rounder next year. That would be my plan.
That's a fantastic plan. I wouldn't go miss me. I'm not going Ty Simpson, but trade back. I'm just building this. Look, I'm building up this team, and I'm taking the third or fourth quarterback next year, and they'll be probably as good of a prospect as Mendoza is now.
Raj, you're saying you think Simpson makes it to the second, and he might. And I hate to look at all the mock drafts that everybody does, like the NFL analysts and all those guys, because they're mock. But if there's a world where Ty Simpson ups the second, which he could, man, that's crazy. Because then you trade back with the Jets, pick a day one starter at 2, a day one starter at 16, and then still get Ty Simpson maybe in the second round. That's a whole nother.
Now we're talking.
But we will definitely break down the game film of Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, then everybody else can kind of have their take. Chris Brazel, Severe, quick question. What's your thoughts?
If it's between those two, I'm probably going. See, Tennessee. I don't trust Tennessee receivers, but I'm probably going Brazel. But Brazel has higher potential, has a higher ceiling. He also has higher bust potential. Malachi Fields is probably, but Malachi Fields, I don't know if he'll ever be like a true number 2. He's just big body, Notre Dame guy, big body. I think he'll work well with Fernando. You know, he's a big body receiver. Probably do some back shoulder work, but just in terms of like being able to do multiple things, Chris Brazel is a guy. Like, I know we're kind of scared because of Dante Thornton, but Chris Brazel is 1,000 times better than Dante Thornton. It's not even close.
I actually 100% agree. I have to get over my Tennessee receiver PTSD because I thought what's his face with New York?
Jalen Hyatt? Me too. I love Jalen Hyatt too.
Jalen Hyatt was pretty solid.
He won the Biletnikoff.
I thought he was going to be pretty solid. I didn't want him in the first round, but definitely would have put the trigger in the second round. But
I wanted him. I wanted him he went in the third. I wanted him over Trey Tucker. He went in the third.
Yeah, he did go in the third, huh? Shit.
Yeah, we missed out on the chance to take him.
That's
I
right.
think because we traded back. I want to say in the third round, or we traded up and we took Byron Young.
The wrong Byron Young. That's right.
Yeah,
right.
Not the good one.
I have to get over my Tennessee receiver PTSD to pick Chris Brazel, but I'm telling you, I agree with you, Severe. Like, I think he is completely different than a Dante Thornton Jr. He's a more complete route runner. He's just an overall better receiver, and so I would not be opposed to drafting him again if he's there, like in the third. I wouldn't if he's there and we need it. Maybe even the fourth if he continues to drop, which I don't know if he will, but I got to get over my Tennessee PTSD. British Project, I like Mendoza now. Got to change of heart. I think that's because I said I don't like him. I think you're flipping the script because I know, man, you with the Tyree Wilson takes and everything, you like to get after this. LS, I like Ruben Main Jr. too, but I don't think I'd take him out 1, 3, or maybe even 4.
Yeah.
And I think, Jeff, you kind of going back and forth. We are going, just so you guys know, we are going to break down the game, Phil. Promise you. Regulera, are you saying is Mendoza a Marcus Russell type with his arm? Nope, Mendoza proven each situation that he can't go and play in college from high school all the way to NBA. Okay, so maybe you're going back and forth with the people. I don't think it's a Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad.
Not even close. I think he's. I don't think he's Jamarcus Russell. I don't think he has what it takes to be an absolute bust. I don't think he's going to be what everybody thinks he's going to be. But I definitely don't compare him to Jamarcus Russell. Severe, what's your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I don't either. I don't compare him to Jamarcus Russell at all. Like I said, I don't think he'll be a bust. I think he'll be like a solid NFL starter, like 12 to 15 range as a quarterback, just outside the top 10. Probably play for a long time because well, I don't know. Playbook. He's taking some hits. He takes some hits. If he can clean that part up, he'll play for a while. But yeah, I just don't ever think he'll be an elite NFL player. So.
And Gregory, I'm going to kind of go with this last one for you, and then we're kind of get out of here. Appreciate everybody rocking. You're saying shut down every hater. He shut down basically all the haters up during the national title. I think that's what you're saying. Yeah. This is where you get yourself in trouble if you look at the entire national championship game. And you look at basically the bulk of that game where it counted. The first half is a wash. Miami basically was giving up the first 10 yards with their quarterback play because their starting corner was out the first half. It was very, very simple for him a lot of the season, but that first half was very simple. Go look at the second half of that game. Anytime you had to throw off platform or on the run or he's moved off the spot, it was a bad throw. It was incomplete, very inaccurate. He had some back shoulder fades, which again doesn't translate well to the NFL on a consistent basis. The other completion that he had late in the fourth quarter was a drawn up, basically retract motion to the receiver screen. That was a dial up by the offensive coordinator. Go look at the run, the pass play right before the run that shocked the world for everybody. It was an inside route, very inaccurate. But then he had the 15-yard run for a touchdown.
Yeah, everybody got it.
Great run. Gotta love it. But he ain't gonna do that in the NFL. He's not gonna do that on a consistent basis. So what everybody's looking at is the highlights of Fernando Mendoza. If you take away the back shoulder fades, the RPOs, because that's about 10 to 15% of what he's going to go look at where he played true competition and when he was off platform, on the move, and he had to move in the pocket. Then go evaluate him, and it's not great. It's not great at all. The amount of times that he just took off and ran on 3rd and long, even though he may have gotten the first down, you're not going to have that in the NFL. So you got to evaluate it in its true form. And again, the national title was all about that run. And I'm telling you, as soon as I saw that run, I'm with you. I said, there it is. That run just solidified his number 1 overall.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate it because then you're working off of emotion and not what the body of work tells you. And that's why Anthony Richardson got picked 4th overall in that draft. Because everybody went off of the highlights. Everybody, and that's when front offices, they draft off of potential. And when you draft off of potential, that's the easiest way to get yourself in trouble. And that's what they're doing with Fernando Mendoza, in my opinion, is they're drafting off of potential and not what the film actually tells you when it comes to body of work. So I think you pulled that one up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you think a quarterback that's ranked 12 to 15 is a franchise quarterback, I don't know what to tell you then, brother. If you think a quarterback's ranked in the 12 to 15 range would be considered a franchise, to me, that's not a franchise guy. That's just an NFL starting caliber quarterback, which is fine. If you want to settle for that at number 1 overall, just a solid starter. I mean, we got rid of Derek Carr for that very reason, because he's a guy that was in that 12 to 15 range, but he was never going to get us over the hump. And so if you're able to build a team around those guys, you can win with those guys. But they're not going to be the force multiplier. They're not going to be the person that carries you to a win, or not going to be the reason that you win. Even at Indiana, he wasn't the reason that they won. He was a good quarterback and he helped them win in late game situations. But for the most part, they had a team that leaned on the run game. And so that's why, you look at the statistics, look at a guy like Ty Simpson, or look at Cam Moore. Cam Moore's entire career. Cam Moore threw for more yards than Mendoza every year, except I want to say as a true freshman. Like, these are guys who were dependent upon to win games for their teams. Whether they won or not was on their right shoulder. It wasn't that situation for Mendoza.
Nope, not even close. Well, hey, Mendez, hey, welcome with that comment. I appreciate you in the building. And Greg Larry, you're saying, to be honest, I was all in on Dante Moore. Severe really liked Dante Moore. I think we all can agree it was a really good decision for him to kind of go back one more year and get that experience, which is great for him. And so I was higher on Dante Moore as well than Fernando Mendoza, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But again, that's all on potential.
Yes.
But him going back is him going back to Oregon is great for him.
Yeah.
Severe, what's your thoughts on that with Dante Moore?
Yeah, I agree. Him going back to the Oregon, I think it was the best choice for him. I think, if you look at his skill positions, especially at wide receiver, he didn't have a lot. DeCorian Moore might have been his best receiver. He was a true freshman last year, I want to say. So DeCorian Moore is coming back. I think that guy's going to be a pretty good player as a sophomore. Obviously, they lose Sadiq, but they have another tight end. I forget his name. That's going to be pretty good. And with Sadiq out of the way, I think that guy will be able to step up this year. So I think just having a better supporting class, and you'll be able to see him without the coach, the offensive coordinator there. I forget his name, but he's gone. So now you'll be able to see what he looks like in a different system. And if he can duplicate whatever success he had last year or surpass it in a new system, I think that just bodes well for his prospects as an NFL player.
Yeah, we'll get just a couple more in. And Greg, you said Mendoza done a lot more than Caleb Williams in college. That's another point. That's a really bad point, Greg Larry. I'm just letting you know. Caleb Williams was USC. He did so much more for USC. They rode on his shoulders to go where they needed to go as it relates to winning football games. Going into every single game, Caleb Williams knew he was going to throw the ball 30-plus times.
Exactly.
Every single game. And he worked in the pocket, out of structure, did it extremely well. That was one of the reasons why a lot of people liked him. People were wondering, and he worked in structure. Like, that was one of the knocks. He was so good out of structure. They were wondering the opposite. Proving that he could do it pretty good in the National Football League. But the thing is Caleb Williams knew he was going to go and have to throw the ball 35-plus times a game. Fernando Mendoza, out of all the games, threw the ball 30 times or plus or more, 3 times. That's it. Out of what did he play? I think he played 15 games, 16 games. He threw the ball 16 games. He threw the ball 30-plus times, 3 times. The first 5-6 games, they averaged 270 yards on the ground. Fernando Mendoza knew. Even go look at the Miami game. Fernando Mendoza knew every single game I can go in and hand off the ball 35 times. There's a good chance to win that football game. They did not lean on him to win the football game. He had his moments, Penn State, stuff like that. You can point to some examples, but again, it's the body of work. And the body of work tells me that Indiana won through the ground game. That was it. Even in that national championship when Fernando Mendoza ran for that touchdown. They won through the ground game. It was not through the air with Fernando Mendoza. 90% of the time, it was not through Fernando Mendoza. So I'm just not taking him when he wasn't even the true reason why they were winning football games. He was a very, very good piece to that.
Exactly.
So, all right. There you go. You're saying, look at Caleb Williams' last game where he had character. Yeah, I'm not denying that was a problem. That has nothing to do with his gameplay.
Exactly.
people definitely had character issues, and that was a concern. I'm not denying that. But I'm talking about all performance on the field. So what if I was saying is that we should just take 11-1. Damn it, Jesus Christ. We're getting the hell out of here. But no. Look, we were on here a long time. We broke down some game film. We appreciate everybody rocking with us. Double tap that screen before you get out of here. Just so you guys know, we'll be in Pittsburgh for the draft. That's the plan right now. So hit us up if you're going to be out there. I think Wednesday we are going to start our chat only mock drafts. So if you want to be involved in a little bit of a mock draft, we're going to have a little fun. We're going to do our first one with the chat on Wednesday. So tackle with that. We'll continue to break down some game film, draft prospects, and maybe we'll do receiver on the next one. But in addition to that, we are going to break down Fernando Mendoza. We're going to break down Ty Simpson, their game film, and have a little bit of fun with that. Again, it's just to kind of show you our take, but you definitely have a chance to correct us if you think we're wrong. That's why we do it live. That's why we do it in front of y'all. So appreciate y'all, man. Severe, let everybody know where they can find you and what you got going on throughout the week.
You guys know what it is, man. The Severe Raider here on YouTube, Snapchat, X, IG, TikTok, everywhere. The Severe Raider. Sundays and Wednesdays, man, my guys 805 and Christian Protect Shield in the Raider War Room. Tuesdays and Thursdays with my guy Pharaoh NFL 50-50 show and Around the Shield. Make sure y'all tap in with me, man. Make sure y'all hit that like, double tap the screen for the like. Make sure y'all sub to all the channels. Make sure y'all hype it if y'all watching it after the fact, man. And yeah, man, hey, get in contact with us. We will be in Pittsburgh, as 805 already said. So if you're gonna be in the area, let's all link up, man.
LS, I'm not letting you grade my draft. That's what's gonna happen. I know you're gonna skew it because we try to take averages. You're gonna skew the average. I know you are. I appreciate you rocking with that. Also, both of us, the plan is we'll be in Bakersfield, California on May 16th. Raider Nation Summer Kickoff. Definitely Raiders Crusaders on IG runs it. So if you guys are going to be in SoCal, we got some time. May 16th, Raider Nation Summer Kickoff, Bakersfield, California. Great way to chop it up with the nation. Great way to kick off the summer and heading into 2026 NFL season. So, man, appreciate everybody rocking. LS, out of here. Appreciate you. Jeff.
Jeff. Make sure you guys tap in with Jeff and Sacktown too. Both those guys do lives as well, man. So make sure you guys go over there and support those guys. Those guys putting in a lot of work too.
Jeff, I see that comment. I put it up on the goddamn.
I knew it. Jeff is ready. Jeff he has his finger on the trigger. He's waiting.
I'm good. We're getting the hell out of here on that one. So, all right, appreciate you guys. Make sure. Yeah, Bueno. Appreciate. I'm putting that one up. I appreciate it, Bueno. Appreciate you. We're gonna get the hell out of here. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, tapping to Jeff, Mike, Jay, Raider, Leo, LB Raider Nate. Definitely go check out LB Raider Nate. Go show some love over there, man. He's trying to get his stuff as well. Go check him out. So, man, appreciate y'all, man. Yeah. Anthony, appreciate you. We're gonna get out. Have a great rest of your Sunday. What's left of it. Have a great start to your week. Tap it with us on Wednesday. Make you guys some more stuff. So appreciate you. We're out of here. Peace.